time for the Miller's Edge with 4-time SEC champion and 2-time national champion Christian Miller.
Once again with Christian Miller taking it down.
Here's college football playoff national champion Christian Miller on Tide 100.9 and 12:30 a.m. WTBC.
And welcome into this Wednesday edition of the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC. Hope you guys are doing well and ready for a fun one here on the show. Looks like we got everything all ready to rock and roll like it should be today. I know yesterday we had some tech difficulties starting things off, but hey, man, we're rocking and rolling. We're going to have a fun one here on the show. Number one, today is the Regions Tournament. Chase, I don't know how much you keep up with that or golf in general, but always cool to see some of these figures in the sport world. Take it to the links. You got Kalen DeBoer there. You got Coach Saban there. You got Kirby Smart, Pete Golding. You name it. You got Coach Oates. So there's a bunch of folks over there, and we're not there, but you got plenty of coverage. So with that comes a lot of media availability, a lot of people speaking and discussing things. So we're going to dive into some of those interviews that have been coming out this morning. I know head coach Kalen DeBoer spoke to the media. We got about a 10-minute interview there that we can dive into here, what he has to say, the latest following the conclusion of spring practice. Plus, Coach Saban spoke to the media. I know folks had a number of questions to ask him, including his thoughts on the recent contract extension for head coach Kalen DeBoer. And, of course, with Coach Oates there's plenty of questions about Alabama basketball and maybe what that roster could look like next season, including one of their guys in Aiden Holloway potentially seeking a return. So we'll dive into plenty of that. And then I think the most exciting part that you guys are probably looking forward to is if you've seen this on X, I know it was kind of a little bit last minute that we made this happen, so I didn't really promote it a whole bunch, but we will be joined by the most feared linebacker in Alabama history, the man, the myth himself. Ruben Foster will join the show here later in hour number 2, around 12:30 or so Central Time, so really looking forward to that. I know a few of you had seen that Reuben was here in Tuscaloosa on campus, maybe working with the guys a little bit over in the facility, and had asked to get Reuben here on the show. So I hit my guy up, and we made it happen ASAP. And I just got to say, listen, man, Reuben is so solid. I mean, like, if you need anything, man, this dude is, I mean, one call away, man. I'm talking about as soon as I hit him up, I mean, within 5 minutes, he's like, shoot, let's make it happen. So I just want to just go ahead and say that, man. I love Reuben, man. Not just because he's, always one call away. I've always really enjoyed him as a person, as a teammate, but you guys have heard me talk about it, man. Sometimes, when you have, a lot of teammates, a lot of people going to do all these great things, it's hard to keep up with, everybody. I get it. People are busy. But with Reuben, man, he'll drop anything he's got going just for his guys, man. So he's always been solid. He was like that when I played with him still to this day. We even chopped it up for, a while on the phone last night. So I'm looking forward to bringing him back here on the show in hour number 2. We'll talk about kind of what he had going on here in Tuscaloosa, talk about kind of maybe what he was trying to convey to those guys, because I know he was being there as a resource. And I know everybody gets really excited when Ruben's in the building, man. They want to be sponges and soak up all that knowledge. So we'll get an inside look on kind of what that whole thing looked like, and a couple other things we'll ask him as well. And of course, if you guys got some questions, you can always come hang out with us in the chat on our streams at the Miller's Edge on YouTube, at the Miller's Edge on X, and of course also on the Tide 100.9 Facebook page. Come hang out with us, drop your questions, comments, and concerns. We'll discuss it. We'll talk about it. And we'll try to ask Reuben a few of those questions if we have enough time. I also got some other exciting news this morning, Chase. The Ice Cube concert, Killer Mike and my brother as well, he's also on the ticket for tomorrow. Well, I just learned that I've got 2 tickets to give away. So we're going to come up with something to give away a couple of tickets to the Ice Cube concert tomorrow. Now, I know the weather's been pretty stormy the past couple of days. Hopefully it clears up for tomorrow's concert. It is held at the Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater in Tuscaloosa. So hopefully that weather is all clear. But there's going to be a really fun event tomorrow. Again, Ice Cube will be performing along with Killer Mike, and my brother will be opening things up for those guys. So really good stuff. And we got 2 free tickets to give away. Now, the problem is, Chase, this just got through upon me literally like within the last 10 minutes. So I hadn't come up yet with what we're going to do to win those 2 tickets. So we'll figure something out probably the next, I guess, during the break we have coming up here. But we will be giving away 2 tickets for free for you and somebody else to attend that Ice Cube concert, along with Killer Mike and my brother Tuchek. So we'll think about that. Chase, maybe you have a good idea. I mean, what's a good? I know a lot of people do like trivia, But I feel like trivia sometimes is almost too easy where it'll be gone just like that. I want something that might kind of make people think a little bit. I feel like you got to earn these tickets, man. These are two really good tickets, man. It's an Ice Cube. He's a legend. Chase, anything in mind off the top of your head that we could maybe do for this giveaway?
We could definitely center it around Ice Cube. We could kind of
Like Ice
dive
Cube
into some. Yeah, why not? There's some huge fans of Ice Cube, even a little bit into your brother, who is a renowned DJ, one of the best in the world. So, there's a lot of things we can dive into. I feel like this is going to be a lot of fun. I heard a lot of traction is going on for this. I'm excited for it. I might try to slide in. I think I know someone who's going, so I might try to go. But man, no worries. But I'm excited, man. Definitely call in, guys. You do not want to miss this for sure.
Absolutely. And I'm looking at the weather, Chase. So we do have another rainy day today. It had been storming pretty bad yesterday, but seems like it's a little bit clearer today. And the good news is I'm looking at the forecast, and tomorrow, which is the day of the concert, the 30th of April, it appears that it's going to be clear of any rain. Now, maybe early in the morning, but it should be cleared up by 8 o'clock. At least that's what my screen is showing here. I'll share it on the screen with you guys. We'll get our James Spann on a little bit. As you can see, it's going to be clear. So if you guys are looking for something to do on a Thursday night, I definitely encourage you, whether you win the tickets or not, go check it out, man. The Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater, they're trying to do a lot more over there, get more acts involved. And I feel like Ice Cube Chase is a really big draw, man. It's, Tuscaloosa, I don't know if he's ever performed here in Tuscaloosa. Not entirely sure, but he's definitely a legend. I know there's going to be a lot of people interested in that. So if you want to win these 2 tickets, make sure you stay tuned because we're going to come up with something. I kind of like where you're going with that, Chase. And maybe we can combine it, just like, with the Dolly Tide hats, right? We combine the Spanish world with the Alabama world. Maybe we can come up with a trivia of like 3 questions, maybe an Alabama football question, an Ice Cube question, and then maybe just one other question. Maybe we can do like a Miller's Edge question or a question about me or something. I don't know, just to really make people think. Maybe we'll do that. I think we'll do that. 3 questions. You got to get all 3 answers correct. And you can either call in, or I guess we could do the app message feature, which you just download that Tide 100.9 app. It's completely free on your smartphone, any device that you have. You can download that and you can leave it there, or you can drop your answers here on the stream. So we'll come up with that during this next timeout, and then we'll drop that for you and let you guys get on it. And then again, you have a chance to win 2 tickets to the Ice Cube concert tomorrow. Now I have to get the further details like time and all that stuff, but I can just tell you tomorrow at the Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater, sometime in the evening, I'll get further details on that. But that's what we got in terms of laying it down for you. Oh, and how could I forget, Chase? Last but not least, we had a discussion yesterday. I know you had to get out of the studio and we had Reed behind the glass, but I think you mentioned you had seen it on our Twitter, or X, I should say. Well, we had a discussion yesterday, just talking about, Clint Lamb joined, and, the commit of Elijah Haven. It brought in some questions. Of course, everybody's celebrating, not like serious questions, but okay. So you have 3 5-star quarterbacks. We know NIL is a thing. How does that look from a management perspective? Could it potentially be putting, a little bit too much money in one area, not enough in the other? Again, just regular questions, because again, this is all new to us. The whole NIL space is different. Well, I took it upon myself to actually make that graphic happen that I talked about, because I was like, man, I think that would be a fun game to play, where you kind of, put your GM cap on, right? You walk in the shoes of Courtney Morgan and all these other GMs, and you gotta come up and build a roster, because it's easier, just to sit here and talk about it, but actually see it in front of you and see numbers and values and have an actual budget, which we know these budgets are pretty fluid. There's not enough strict guidelines right now. However, I came up with this game. So we'll definitely we'll do that today as well, probably, throughout hour number 1, because I do feel that now that we had time to put this graphic together, it'll make it a little bit easier to kind of get where we're going with this whole thing. I'm going to throw this on the screen here so you guys can check it out. Just know this thing took forever to make. And yes, I had the help of AI. But Chase, one of the worst things is, man, after a while, it starts like glitching and changing things that you didn't want changed. When I tell you, I had to ask repeatedly over and over and over, fix this. No, now fix this. It was a circus, but we got it done. So we're going to put that hard work to use. So here's the graphic. So the challenge will be today, right? We're going to build an Alabama offensive roster, right? And I went with $12 million for the cap, because I want to say, you hear Indiana and some of these other schools around low 20s or something like that. So I was thinking 20 to 25. Let's just make it a little bit easier. We'll do 24 million total, 12 on offense, 12 on defense. And I got the defensive graphic pulled up. It's very similar. You just swap out, right, the positions for some defensive positions. But today we'll focus on the offense. And the way I did it was I did 5-star plus. There's 5 different tiers: 5-star plus, 5-star, 4-star plus, 4-star, and then 3-star. And I know it's kind of small for you guys. I'll blow it up and make it bigger on the stream. Again, for our radio listeners, if you're going to see the graphic that we're talking about that has all these values, check us out on the stream. You can see that visually. But then, Chase, it breaks down all these tiers, and you basically have $12 million to build a football team. Now, here's the kicker, though, right? You actually have to build a true offensive depth chart. It's not just the starters, right? If you're doing starters, it's easy. You can just get 5-star plus across the board. You've got 34 slots that you got to fill out with $12 million. So I challenge you guys, whether you're watching the stream or whatever. Now, if you're driving, don't try to do this, but take a look at it and see what you could come up with. You can even be generic. Like if you want to say, hey, I'd budget, $4 million for my offensive line, $3 million for the quarterbacks, and so forth. I'll probably do that today because I don't want to get going over 34 total spots, including like the backups, that just takes too long. But anyway, I think this will be cool. We're going to see if we could come up with our own championship Alabama roster, because everybody talks about how they would do it, whether it's inside out, outside in. We just got done with NFL draft. Everybody is sitting on their phones and is a GM right now, including myself. So now we get the opportunity to actually do that and to I would say put pen to paper, but we're doing this digitally, so that wouldn't work. But you get the point. We'll have some fun with that. So we got a loaded show today. We'll dive into all that. But first, we're going to hit a timeout. So let's do that, Chase. When we come back, we get rocking and rolling. We'll maybe dive into some of this region stuff first, hear from some of these interviews, then we'll circle back to this whole depth chart. But while we listen to that, make sure you guys are taking a look at this and start trying to come up with your football team. See if you could come up with a championship winning offense. Right here on the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC. Quick timeout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. What's up, guys? Who we got in here? Kenji, what's up? We got Crystal. Good morning. What's going on? Finally getting here. Only about half a show. Don't worry. You always can go back and watch it. We appreciate you hanging out with us, though. Travelpreneur, what's up? Piano Man, what's going on? We got JJ Ramon, what's up? My guy Arthur, what's going on, man? Terrell, what's up? How's everybody going? How's everybody doing? How's it going? All right. And I can blow this up. Matter of fact, I got the actual, I've got 1 million of them saved on my computer because I had to literally keep going back and forth. Let me see if I can put that version up so you guys can see it. And I know it's a little intimidating at first because you see it and you're like, bro, that is way too much. But hear me out. I promise it. If you break it down a little bit more generic, it's a little bit easier to handle. Golly, I've got so many things saved on here. I got to find the actual. Wait, is that the right one? I don't think that's the right one I went with. All right. Wait, offensive. I think that's the final one. Is that? Wait, let me make sure. Yeah, that should be it. 4. Okay, yeah, that should be it. All right, so let me pull this up for you guys. Give me 1 second, guys. And I need to invite Mr. Stephen M. Smith. I think he's going to jump on here. All right. Let's do this. Let's get Stephen invited first because we want to get Stephen on the stream, man. All right, let's get our guy Stephen on here. While I do this, if you guys haven't, man, on your way in, hit that like button, man. We've been doing pretty good on it. And I appreciate that. It definitely helps us out. Again, we're on the road to 5K. I think we're almost at 4,700. We're a couple subscribers away from 4,700, man. So we're trucking along. By the end of May, we want to hit 5K. So we're getting there, guys. We're getting there. So make sure you guys keep liking the streams. Heck, comment, all that extra stuff. Share it if you guys have social media. You use that. That always helps us out as well. Where in the world is this? Okay, here it is. All right, here we go. Let's send Steven this stream link. Wait, what is going on? Come on, man. Let's copy that. Let's do that. Jay Money, what's up? I see we got Carson, and Carson tagged us in something about Caden Proctor, which was interesting, man. I'll definitely Had to bring that up as well. That's why I told you guys, man. Don't think just because it's the off season, man, things slow down. There's always something to talk about, man. Always something to talk about. Always something to talk about. All right, good deal. All right, I think we got Steven invited. Now let's put up this bigger design. What was it, 4 or 5? I think it was 4. Is it 4? Yeah, that should be it. All right, so that's a little bit bigger for you guys, and I can make that full screen. But just have this in mind. I can leave it up when we talk. It actually looks pretty damn good right there, man. I might just leave it up the whole time. But yeah, so to kind of piggyback off of what we've been talking about, this is a game that we're going to be playing kind of throughout the show, even though we've got a number of things that we're going to be doing. But again, as you can see, I'll explain it real quick since I got some time during this break. You see the 5-star plus tier, right? Those are your big money guys. I mean, I think the cheapest 5-star plus, it looks like, is like $1.2 million for a tight end. And so if you guys don't want to do the whole 34-man depth chart, don't worry about it. You don't have to. Wait, I said 34. Hold on. Am I getting that right? Where did I come up with 34? Wait, is it 34? Maybe it was. No, I think it is. Well, yeah, 9, 21. Yeah. 26. It is 34 total slots. That just did not look like 34 slots when I was looking at it, but yeah, that's right. 4, 9. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so 34 total slots. So you guys don't have to fill out everything, but you can see it. Hopefully it's big enough, and I can even make it like full screen like that if I need to. But basically, you got to pick one player per box down here. But you can always summarize it too. But I'll leave that on the screen right there for a second. Let me bring this back. And welcome back into this Wednesday edition of the Miller's Edge. Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC. And I just realized, Chase, the trivia questions. I'm over here trying to get Stephen M. Smith on the stream because he's going to jump on here. We're going to talk with him for a little bit before we get Ruben Foster, Alabama legend. He's going to be joining us at 12:30 Central Time, a little bit later in the show. But in the meantime, we're going to be playing this game about building an Alabama roster with a $12 million cap. Remember, the other 12 we're saving for defense. I got that coming next. We'll do that tomorrow or Friday, something like that. But we are giving away 2 tickets for the Ice Cube concert tomorrow. So we got to come up with those 3 questions. So maybe we'll have to get those questions in next time out. But we'll do 3 questions. One about Ice Cube, one about Alabama football, and maybe one about, I guess, the Miller's Edge, or maybe, me playing here or something like that. And then those will be the 3. And you get all 3 right, you can win 2 tickets to an Ice Cube concert. So there you go. That being said, Chase, a couple things I want to go over here on during the segment real quick, because, again, we got the Regions Golf Tournament going on. A number of figures up there playing in that tournament, and there's a couple, media points I want to hit on that have been coming out. So I was going to play the full, and we might do this in a second, maybe down the line. I know Coach DeBoer spoke to the media, and it's about 10 minutes long, which is good. I want to listen to all of that, but I don't know if we have time to squeeze it in right now. I guess we probably could. We could probably squeeze it in. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's start with that. We'll start with Coach DeBoer, get the latest from him, because I know he discussed the quarterback battle, post-spring stuff, updates on injuries. So if you guys haven't seen this, we'll watch it together. So we'll start here while we get everything else all rolling in. Stephen M. Smith will be joining us here in hopefully about 10 minutes or so. So this was head coach Kalen DeBoer speaking to the media. Matter of fact, this might actually have been last night, not at Regions, but same deal. Let's hear from head coach Kalen DeBoer.
Yeah, I can Dion can watch mine. Yeah. Just keep the mic close, please.
All righty. Well, Coach, welcome to Huntsville. I know you're always excited to kind of get in and around the state. I know you're excited just to be here for an amazing cause here this evening.
Yeah, we got a great alumni group here, raising scholarships, and that obviously helps a lot of people that go to Alabama.
Spring's over. The grind never stops. Takeaways from spring and being with your group as you head into fall camp, some positive things that you've kind of been able to witness over the course of 14 practices.
Yeah, we got a lot of new guys that really love being here and have worked extremely hard in the winter months. A lot of bodies changing, a lot of guys excited to learn. I think that they realize the coaching staff, they realize the resources that we have here. They took advantage of it. And then we got into the practices, and we really came a long ways in 15 practices. And so excited about the growth of our team. I think they're extremely hungry, and that is a big part of it, right? Your attitude carries you a long ways. And so, we know we got a long ways to go, but I feel like we've done a good job of getting on track and having a spring that can propel us into the summer.
Contract extension's a big news right now. Just what impact has that had on you, knowing that you have that belief from Greg Byrne, and then also just in recruiting, running the program? What impact has that had on you?
Yeah, I think the part that is exciting. It just shows the confidence that the university, our trustees, Greg Byrne, our president, I can't thank them enough for just the support they give me, and looking forward to what we'll continue to continue to build on what we've done. And I think it gives the staff direction, an understanding also, just that everyone believes in, what we're doing. And I'm excited again that the growth that we've had here in 2 years, a lot to build off of going into the playoffs, making the SEC championship, this next year, another big year. They're all big in my mind. And you never take anything for granted. So I really appreciate, the opportunity that the university has given me.
When you look at this quarterback competition, you've been through a lot of these, but what do you need to see from these guys over the next 3-4 months that's going to create a separation in this competition?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is one of them trying to separate themselves. And that's going to be hard because both of them are extremely talented. They're committed on an extremely high level. They got playmaking abilities that are very similar. Growth in the offense, and us continue to grow the offense around them. There's a little bit of give and take there, and a little bit of both. And then they got teammates that they do a great job leading and that believe in them. And it's, I think it's such a unique thing just seeing the relationship that both of them had with Ty and their support for him, and then also the support that they have for each other, the way that they can lead and do it in their own way. And the other guy just, continue to carry on. It's been really impressive. It speaks a lot to the character of each of them.
Just speaking of Ty, you got drafted by the Rams this past week. How much can he learn from Matthew Stafford, who's coming off an MVP caliber season?
Well, I think that's what Ty's, one of the things Ty's extremely excited about, getting a chance to be there with Coach McVay in LA, learn that system, be a part of the offense, being indoors, I think there's a lot of things that as a quarterback, you really love and, being under Stafford is something that, guy who's been in the league, Ty's got a lot of things that, as far as his habits, carrying on like a pro, but, he'll get to see it done at another level, the way that they operate. I know it's first class. It's top tier. They got a great culture there, and I know that's something that's really important to Ty. He did an awesome job of building ours and making it better, and he's going to bring something to that program with building the culture as well.
Did he send him a message after he got drafted?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's just, and I want him to enjoy the moment. He's super busy with all his media stuff, but all the guys, I'm super excited for not just Ty, but everyone who's getting an opportunity to go, whether they're drafted or not, or when as undrafted free agents, just excited about their opportunity because they'll go make the most of it.
How encouraged have you been with just the leadership of this group heading into fall camp?
This current team?
Yes, sir.
What we've really asked is that everyone raise their level of leadership. We don't have a lot of seniors. We really have 9 seniors on the team, but we do have a group of 19 juniors. And there's a lot of guys that are in that class that have been here for a while, since we started. And so, looking for guys on each side of the ball to do their thing, to carry on the leadership that they are capable of, but also just pushing the other side, working together. And that's what I really am seeing a lot of, is that they're very unified. We had some very high-end leaders at Deontay Lawson and Tim Keenan and Parker Brailsford, and obviously Ty. I think this group has a lot of probably more guys maybe that haven't been here as long and fifth year guys, fourth year guys in the program, but we do have a number of guys that care so much, that have the ability to lead, and we just got to bring that out in them.
Regardless of the competition, it does have to help. You got 2 guys or multiple guys, once everyone gets here in the summer, a quarterback that's been here with you for at least a year, 2 years. You have an idea of what they can offer to the program, but more importantly, as they head into the fall, just the familiarity of being in the building daily has to be huge for you.
Yeah, and they push each other. They've seen, the quarterbacks have seen how even going back to Milroe and just the hours he put in, Ty did the same thing, just that commitment to your habits and, your actions are what really speaks the loudest. And Ty did that through, being there early, staying late, being a great teammate. It was never about him. It was about us being the best we could be as a football team. And these guys have seen that. It's in them anyway, because that's who they were when we recruited them. And just asking them to take it to another level, which they're capable of.
New coaches in the fold as well. I know you've been part of this transition. They're into the fray here down in Tuscaloosa. For you, the process of them continue to kind of learn what you're asking within your organization as well.
Yeah, we had some coaches that got some great opportunities, and you always wish them the best. And replacing them, you just got to do your due diligence. And we fortunately had some connections with really all of them. And when you have that, you understand the character, and there's a lot of great coaches out there, but are they driven? Are they people that just, it's to their core as far as wanting to coach? And between Coach Nix, Coach Clem, Coach Owens, really feel like we did a good job of bringing in those type of people, expert coaches, guys that can recruit. Our players, I think, have really connected with them. Having my meetings right now, one-on-ones with all the players, and they're just really excited about, the direction of each of those rooms.
I'm curious your thoughts on this specific area, because now you got Mari Johnson in there from the Shoals. He looks huge, just being out there at spring camp. Xavier Griffin's from Huntsville. How important is it for you to recruit not only this entire state, but also this specific part of the state of Alabama?
Yeah, especially last year, we had a lot of success bringing in talent and, the top talent and some good numbers. And so it's very important because, you want homegrown guys, and they're going to care a lot about this program. They've seen it, and they had their dreams and aspirations from, being a little kid to be in this program. And all those guys have you can see it's in their heart. They just want it so bad. And I'm excited about the work they've put in. It's to help their development, just from weight that they put on to them diving into their scheme and going out there and executing it. These first 4 or 5 months, a lot's thrown at them, but they've all taken it full on. And, the state is just so important. So we'll continue to do our best to make sure we can bring the best players. We won't have a big class this year overall in our recruitment, but, we'll still make sure that if we have a priority and we have that in state, we will look there first.
Kaylin.
So there you go. I'm going to stop it a little bit early. There's about a minute or so left, and we can finish that up here in a minute. But we got our guy Stephen M. Smith waiting to join us, so we're going to go ahead and hit this timeout. That way we can get him rocking and rolling. But that was head coach Kalen DeBoer again, not at the Regents tournament. That was yesterday, I believe, over in Huntsville at another event that he attended. And now he's at Regents, which we can catch back up on some of the stuff going on this morning up there as well. But first, we'll be joined by Stephen M. Smith right here on the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230, WTBC.
Spring.
There he is.
What's up, man?
Stephen M. Smith, the man himself. What's up?
Good, man. How you feeling, Christian?
Man, I can't complain, man. Glad to have you on the stream, man. Let me I'll make this so we all can
all right.
That smaller real quick. There we go. There we go. Now we're rocking and rolling.
Man, the boy looks serious in that interview, boy.
He do look a little serious, man. You can tell he's got a little bit of a different demeanor, I feel like now. I mean, I feel like going into year 3, it feels a little bit different.
I mean, when you get $87.5 million, it got to feel different. When you get $87.5 million, but I am happy that we get Crowell back in June. So that was good news, and hopefully, you get Noah Rogers back when you can. I know he mentioned something about hopefully at some point during the season you get him back.
Yeah, and that might have been that last. Maybe he mentioned it or I didn't hear it, and that might have been the last minute or so. But I did see part of that was, I think like late in the season they are expecting Noah Rogers to hopefully have a chance to return. Which, I mean, hey, if anybody knows how that goes, it would be me. I mean, they told me after I tore my biceps against Florida State that I was not going to return. Yeah.
I mean, not just you, Christian. T.
And
Lou would
Terrell.
know.
Yeah, I was about to say two of us.
Yeah, when T. Lou got hurt, they told T. Lou, we don't know. And then all of a sudden, T. Lou come back in the national title game and hit Jake Fromm. And it's like, oh, snap, he did come back.
Yeah, 100%. Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it was the craziest thing because we had different injuries, but it was kind of like the same thing. Similar time frame, similar.
Wow, because I mean, your year, it was you, it was T. Lou, it was F. Jennings got hurt a little bit. Rashawn Evans got dinged up. Mac Wilson got a little bit dinged up. Like everybody got dinged up that year. That was crazy.
Every linebacker, it felt like got injured.
Got dinged, man.
Yeah, they told me and Terrell initially the season-ending injuries.
Which you would not believe, Christian, how mad I was when I first got that news though. When I was in that Saban press conference on Monday morning, and Saban was running down the whole list of people that may not return, and I'm seeing yours and T. Lewis. I'm like, dog. I was hurting, boy. I was hurting for a couple of days, man.
Two edge rushers is tough, Steven. That's always tough to overcome.
It really is, man. Which I was like, oh man, how are we gonna pull this out? And then when I saw both of y'all come back, I was like, whew, thank God.
No, trust me. I just was glad to be back, man. And like you mentioned, T. Lou had that big sack. I had a sack in the national championship game.
You did, yeah.
I mean, like that season was almost
that was such a special culmination of a moment.
It was, man. No, it definitely was. So I'm trying to pull up. We're giving away 2 tickets to the Ice Cube concert, and I got to come up with the question real quick. One for Ice Cube, one for Alabama football, which I'll just throw an easy one on that one. And then I guess one for either me or the show. So I'm trying to come up with a good Ice Cube question, like a good trivia. Let me see. Ice Cube trivia question. What do you know about Ice Cube, Steven? If you know, you got a question for me, but don't say the answer though.
That man, Godfather rap, man, NWA.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah. 100%.
Right there, man. Now, he'll be better. Where did he make his most money from, music or acting?
That's a heck of a question. I don't even have the answer to that. Let me think. Well, hold on. Here we go. All right, here we go. I got some trivia. All right, we'll do this. I'm just going to go off the top, Steve. I'm going to bring us back. Then I'll explain kind of what I got on the screen here too.
Okay.
And welcome back into this Wednesday edition of the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC. We're joined by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Stephen M for Money Smith. Stephen, welcome in, man. Talk to me.
Man, I feel good, Christian. I mean, I know today I'm not in the suit game as I'm at home today, so I literally got the hair in full motion here. Definitely gonna get a haircut pretty soon here, but this is the off season. This is how it is when you're in the grind of the off season. So this is me embracing. Hey, summer's coming in here. We got a chance to prior to going to break. You're hearing a little bit from Kang and DeBoer as he was at the Huntsville event and now going to the Pro AM. The golf event there for Regis in Birmingham. So good to hear from Coach DeBoer earlier today.
Absolutely. Yeah. Plenty of media that's coming out that we're going to listen to and discuss and break down. But I wanted to segue from that here for a second because I know I wanted to get you here on the show and talk over some things with you, man. I always enjoy getting you on here, and I appreciate you jumping on here with us. I think first time on the stream here. So welcome to the stream, man. We always enjoy getting our guests on here. But Stephen, let me ask you this while I get these trivia questions all bundled up so we can get that rolling. We just heard from head coach Kalen DeBoer. I think he was out in Huntsville, I believe, at an event. I know you were behind the scenes listening in. Anything that stand out to you from that interview from head coach Kalen DeBoer?
Well, the first thing is very happy that he did mention E.J. Crowell, the 5-star freshman running back. He'll be back in June, which that's good. He did not go out in the spring due to a soft tissue injury, which was reported more so of a calf issue. He tried to give it a go, really could not. And the coaching staff thought, let's be cautious about this, which a wise thing to do there. You have a very competitive running back room as it is. Crowell can do some special things, but let's not push it while he's trying to work himself back from the injury. So to have him back in June is good. And then, positive news about Noah Rogers. transfer from North Carolina State, who was really having an explosive spring, goes down with a knee in the spring game and was looking pretty serious when he went down. Of course, DeBoer said, hey, at some point late in the season, we can have him back, which is a real positive. It kind of took me back, Christian, to when I was covering you guys in that 2017 season where it looked like every linebacker in the room went down. And I'm like, oh my gosh, who's going to get dinged up next? But thankfully, we got you back and T. Lou and a bunch of guys back at the right time. Anthony Jennings came back, and we saw where Jennings went off against Clemson, had a big performance in that semifinal game. And of course, yourself and T. Lou, both with sacks in a national championship game. So if there's any group that knew about how to come back from an injury and make an impact, it was your group in 2017.
Yeah, that definitely was kind of like that in, of course, second and 26, right? I mean,
yeah,
that whole year was like
that whole year was crazy.
It's like a storybook type of year, right? Like you just mentioned, I mean, we were dropping like flies. I mean, from game one, I mean, half the team got injured against Florida State. And then, over the course of the year, people were still getting hurt. I even think like towards the end of the year, we had some even more injuries at one point. It was like as the injured guys were getting hurt, the injured guys were coming back from injury. Some of the healthy guys were finally starting to get hurt again. And it's like, oh my goodness.
I will say this, Christian, to the positive point of that, at least it gave Dylan Moses, who was a freshman then, a shot to be SEC freshman team. At least it gave him a shot.
Yeah, because Sean Dion Hamilton, a matter of fact, he got hurt towards the end of the year, and I think there might have been maybe one or two other guys that got banged up. But yeah, it was a very interesting year. Then to cap it off with second and 26 was just, I mean, you couldn't write a better story. I mean, I still think they need to do they're going to do a documentary on the dynasty. If they haven't already done all that, but that season alone needs
to be a documentary. But that season alone, it needs to be an ESPN 30 for 30. And if I can just inject here, there needs to be some shots of me on the practice field just in that 30 for 30. Like that needs to be in there.
We'll make sure we get some B-roll of Stephen M. Smith on the sidelines with his little camera and his notepad.
Please have that. Please have that. It's just a B-roll footage of that.
I think we can make that happen, Steven. I'll see if I can pull some strings, man. I don't know how many strings I got to pull these days, but if I have some, we'll definitely pull them. Steve, I want to ask you about something, man. Elijah Haven, big-time commit for Alabama. Now, Alabama is no stranger to big-time commits, but we're living in a world where it's the post-Coach Saban era. Some question marks on how recruiting would look in that new world. And so far, I mean, I think back-to-back top 5 recruiting classes. So it hasn't slowed down. But to see that this staff is able to land yet another top quarterback prospect, what do you make of that, Steven? And what do you think that means for this quarterback room? We've been having some interesting discussions about that, right? I mean, you've got a lot of young talent in the room. Is it sustainable for Alabama to hoard all this talent? What do you make of the commitment?
I mean, you look at it now, Christian, Alabama's become quarterback U. And it's crazy because you look at that title, USC had it, other schools had it. And you thought, can Alabama be a place where great quarterbacks come? I mean, under Coach Saban at the beginning, it was just manage the game. You had the Greg McElroys, you had the A.J. McCarrons, you had the guys that had confidence, but they weren't just known as top, high engine power quarterbacks. And then Tua Tagovailoa changed the whole narrative. Tua comes in, and then he shows, hey, a high-powered quarterback can work here. And behind Tua, you get a Bryce Young, you get a Jalen Milroe, you get as of late here, Ty Simpson goes first round. You end up having 4 first-round quarterbacks here to come through Alabama. And now you got Keelan Russell in here. You have Austin Mack, 2 kind of high-end guys. And now here comes Elijah Haven, another high-end guy. So it's just incredible that Alabama can go from a place where we just want you managing the game to now we want you taking over the game, and you're seeing these high-end, high-octane level quarterbacks come in here. This is a program that's become quarterback U, and you have a Tua Tagovailoa that went first round, number 5 overall, to thank for that. You have a Mac Jones that went number 15 overall, to thank for that. You have a Bryce Young who went number 1 overall, and now here recently a Ty Simpson that goes number 13 overall. You have that to credit to that.
Yeah, you really do. It is kind of crazy going from, people kind of saying Alabama just didn't have quarterback play or good quarterback play, at least when it came to, going to the next level, right? That was kind of a stigma. Alabama quarterbacks, they didn't really get a lot of credit, right? And to be fair, I mean, there weren't a whole bunch, throughout the years, but now we've kind of, like you mentioned, gone on a run where I think Alabama's probably pushing to have some of the most starting quarterbacks in the National Football League. And then even some of the guys that don't necessarily start, like Mac Jones, I don't think he's considered a true starter right now. He started some games due to injury, but listen, I mean, Alabama's not slowing down. At least it does not look like anytime soon with Ty Simpson being drafted. You look at Keelan Russell, maybe even Austin Mack, then of course the young guys you just mentioned, there's definitely a lot of potential and upside. So I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. My follow-up to that, Stephen, is this, because I had a question about this, and I know it's hard to really find a true answer given that we don't have definitive numbers. I mean, I have an idea on a number of numbers just from knowing people, but tell me this, Stephen, when you recruit so heavily at the quarterback position, I mean, these guys, they charge a premium, right? We know it's not cheap to have that much talent in one room. Do you think there's ever a point where you wonder on the sustainability side of things, like this is how I looked at it. If you had the choice between, 3 5-star quarterbacks or 2 5-star quarterbacks and an elite 5-star tackle, you probably have some decisions to be made. And we just heard Coach DeBoer basically say that, this recruiting class this year is probably not going to be as big. I mean, roster management is the name of the game. Is there ever a point that you think maybe Alabama would have to say, hey, maybe we'll take a moment to look a little bit more at putting some of this money in another spot because we have so much young talent stacked up already? How do you think they go about that? Or do you think there's no big deal with it?
I think that's the beauty of NIL, and that's the beauty of the hat that Courtney Morgan wears as general manager, because he's looking at this from the perspective of, I mean, like you mentioned, Christian, you're in a new age of college football now, to where you have to allocate the money to what is the position of need. If we're already stacked to the deck in poker chips offensively, where is the need in? Is the need offensive line? We saw just this recent recruiting class, a bunch of offensive linemen, right? A bunch of offensive linemen have now transferred in. Is the need on the defensive side of the football? Like, where is the need and how can we allocate toward that? So I think in today's NIL, regardless of how much money that you're being brought into your collective, you're looking square at where do we need the most help where the football program is concerned, and how can we roll that money, toward that need now.
Speaking of that money and putting a team together, Stephen M. Smith joins us here on the show of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. Make sure you guys check out all the fine work that they're doing over there. I had that graphic pulled up because, Stephen, we're going to put our GM hat on. Now, I know we don't have a whole bunch of time.
I get to be Mike Mayock for a day. Okay.
You do. Now, I get it. I'm kind of throwing you on the spot. We don't have a whole bunch of time for you to really give a good look. I'll even make it full screen, make it a little bit bigger on your screen for you. But I wanted to kind of put this to the test because it's easier, said than done. So I had this generated, and it shows, you got different tiers: 5-star plus 5-star, 4-star plus 4-star, and 3-star. And obviously, there's going to be different, premiums charged for each tier of each position. But that said, I mean, you got a quick little glance over this. If you were the GM of Alabama, or I guess any said university, but we're going to go with Alabama here, Stephen. Now, don't worry about trying to fill in all these slots, but if you had to allocate a certain amount of money to certain spots, just kind of over quick glance, what would be your key points? Would you go heavy on the offensive line? Would you go heavy spending on the skill guys, be a little bit more, I guess, conservative on other areas? What would be your, I guess, way to build a football team?
Okay, so for me, if I'm being a GM right now, I'm definitely looking heavy offensive line, because in my mind, it really doesn't matter how many skill guys you have. If those skill guys can't get the ball because the offensive line is not productive enough, it doesn't matter anyway. So I'm leaning more toward that offensive line, and I'm getting specific needs in the offensive line. Like, I'm getting true tackles. I'm getting true tackles, true guards, true centers. Now, if there's somebody that can be a swing guard, that can play guard and center, and they're just really good, I'll look at that. But I want true specific positions on the offensive line. I'm going to get me a running back. I want a guy that can create. I definitely want a guy that can create. So I'm getting me, a couple of running backs there. Wide receivers, I would look at that direction, but I would also want to get me a tight end that could put me in the mind of Irv Smith. Definitely want a tight end that can put me in the mindset of an OJ Howard, Irv Smith. And then, of course, quarterback. I mean, I could get me. I wouldn't mind me a 5-star plus quarterback, but I can make it work with the 4-star plus guy.
You really can. And I was about to say, if you think about Alabama's blueprint over the years before we went on the run with all these top quarterback prospects, one could argue we were kind of building with the 3-star / 4-star, I guess, range of guys. Maybe I don't know. I don't remember what John Parker Wilson and maybe somebody like Greg McElroy. Do you remember what they were rated in high school?
John Parker was a 4. Greg McElroy was between. I think Greg McElroy was a 4. Greg was a 4. John Parker was a 4. Probably the best one of that whole group. And people don't give him credit coming out of high school. Brody Croyle was high.
Really?
People forget how big of a sniper rifle of an arm Brody had. If Brody could have stayed healthy, Brody could have been really something bad. Brody just couldn't stay healthy.
I didn't even think about that. I guess, I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks. What was the other guy that was competing against Tyler Watts?
Competing against that one. Okay, I know he and Andrew Zhao were both there.
It was Andrew Zhao?
It was Zhao, and then it was Zhao, and of course Spencer Pennington was there. But Spencer, that was kind of rough there with Pennington. But yeah, it was Zhao and Watts at the same time.
I was about to say, I remember they had a little bit of a battle going on, if I remember the story correct, because it was before I was, Alabama fan. I was a little bit younger. But I remember, I think Tyler was like the big recruit, I guess.
Tyler was the big recruit. Like Tyler was the big recruit, and then Zhao and Tyler split time. And there was kind of there was a lot of uproar about that because, yes, Tyler had talent, but Zhao really had that team. And Zhao would have moments where he would come off the bench and just really show you why he's the guy for real. Now, I can remember, quite a few Iron Bowls there, especially the 1999 Iron Bowl where Zhao just went off. So there was those moments where both of those two split time. But I know for me, when you look at the recruiting aspect of it all, I just look hard at Brody Croyle from the standpoint of Brody. You could tell Brody to put a ball in a solo cup and Brody would do it. That's just how bad of an arm that dude had. And it didn't like the weight room too much. If Brody took to the weight training and if Brody could have stayed healthy, that could have been somebody that would have broke some passing records.
Wow. Dang, man. I mean, and sometimes it goes like that. I mean, there's a lot of guys, whether it's injuries, whether it's off field. So, I mean, you just never know, right? Or even just the circumstances that they're facing. I mean, sometimes you just, I wouldn't say like, it's the wrong timing of it, but there's another guy and it takes away from some opportunities and you just never know. But yeah, that's interesting, man. You got me wanting to go back and watch some of his highlights, man. I mean, I'm
telling you, man, go back and watch Brody, and you like, man, he played in the wrong era.
I need to put my eyes on this, Steven, because you hyping him up, man. You hyping him up. I got to go put my eyes on it. What years was it again? Do you remember?
So Brody was 03 to 05.
Okay. All right, 03 to 05. I might need to roll some 03 to 05 tape and go take a look at Brody Croyle.
That was a bad man.
Steven, I appreciate you hanging out with us, man. Before we let you go, man, tell all the folks how they can find all the good work that you're doing.
Well, they can find that at touchdownalabama.com there as we're creating this content even through the off season. Touchdownalabama.com there, and the YouTube side is Touchdown Alabama Magazine on YouTube, rolling out the videos there, and keeping everybody abreast on Bama football, whether it's the draft ending and your guys going to where they're going to, or whether it's this upcoming season in the fall.
Absolutely. And we'll be talking plenty in between then, Steven. Don't you worry. We'll have you right back on here, man. We'll schedule just weekly, man. At this point, we'll set it up, man. Every week we'll get Stephen M. Smith on here, brother.
Hey, I like that. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Steven, I appreciate you, man. Have a great rest of your day, brother.
Take care, Christian.
Yes, sir. You too, my man. Good deal, man. Stephen M. Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine. We got to hit this timeout. We come back. We keep on rolling right here on the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230, WTBC. Good deal, man. Shout out to our guy, Steven. Jay Money says Brody arguably has the strongest arm in Bama quarterback history, man. 2005 is a tape to watch. He had a really good season. Zoe was a starter when I first was watching Bama. They won the SEC that year, introduced me to my first Tom Brady comeback and crash out. Yeah, I was about to say, that's what I was asking. I was like, man, I think we had another guy that was supposed to, like Zal. I think he was competing with Tyler Watts. I think he's pretty good. But again, that was before my time, before I really, I guess before I really was keeping up with Alabama. Let me send Reuben this link. I think Reuben said he wanted to jump on a little bit early. So let me send it to him. My dog Reuben's just down for it. He's like, hey, man, I'm good whenever, bro. Let's do it. Let's do this. We'll get Reuben on here a little early. Love the guests we bring on. I appreciate it. Hey, listen, and if there's anybody else you guys would want us to bring on as guests, man, let us know. I'm looking to get more like consistent guests like that. Like I like Steven coming on here, so I think we should just do him. Just schedule him like every week. Just add him there, and obviously once we start getting a lot more, we'll trim it down. You know, we'll get more guests, but we'll just kind of do like quick 10 to 15 minute segments. Let me send Reuben this link. But yeah, whoops, what did I just do? If there's any other guests, man, definitely recommend them, man. You can drop it in the chat or just tag us. But I want to look to get some more folks on here. I know we got Clint every week. We'll have Steven every week. We've got Brandon Clear every week, man. Brandon does a great job. I know he doesn't really do content, but you guys always enjoy him on here. So we got him on every week. Of course, we do Adam on Thursdays, man, with all the legal stuff going on with this whole NIL thing. I love getting Adam on here, man. Always really good insight from him. Gray Robertson, my partner from the Crimson Sports Network, we were supposed to have him like just scheduled in every week, but with him calling so many games, it's kind of tough to make it consistently. But who are some other folks? I'm trying to think if there's any other like, I guess other players that also do media stuff. I love getting former players on here too, just because I think it's fun always really being able to kind of really dive in deep to some football talks. But Brooks Austin's one of my favorite, does great breakdowns. Thank you, man. Yeah, you like that show we did with him. Yeah, Brooks does a really good job. I enjoy getting him on here too, man. I just know he's got a lot of stuff he's doing. I think he's on the road right now, like going and visiting high school. So with him, it might be harder to get him on just every single week. I want to get Landon back. Yeah, Tengwall. Yeah, exactly. Hey, I need to get Landon. Need to get Landon weekly. That's a good one. I'll hit Landon up, especially during the season. Landon would be great during the season because we can really go at it from like a breakdown perspective. Just wait. I'm telling you guys, wait till the football season, man. When football season comes, oh, man, it's wraps, man. It's wraps. We're going to do a lot this offseason, but we'll have so much, tape we're going to be breaking down, all this stuff. And we'll break some stuff down this offseason, but it's always more fun to like break down like current things. Like, don't get me wrong, I know you guys requested some games and we're going to take a look at those, but sometimes it's like it's tough to keep some folks engaged because they're like, man, why are we watching 2024? They want to see like what's happening in the now. So we just got to find the right time to do it, but we'll get into some of that too.
The home of Alabama Crimson Tide sports.
And welcome back in for about 30 seconds, if that, to this Wednesday edition of the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC. Big thanks to our guy, Stephen M. Smith, the Touchdown Alabama Magazine, who just joined us. Coming up, we got our guy, Ruben Foster, man, the legend, the man himself. He will be joining us. I think he might jump on here a little bit earlier. So between, I guess, probably now and 1230, Ruben's going to be joining us. We'll dive into a number of things, talk about what he was doing up here in Tuscaloosa. If he had any guys that he was working with, any linebackers that caught his attention this spring, we'll talk about all that and more. And, of course, we want to keep playing this game, building our offensive roster, right, trying to build that championship offense with a $12 million budget. We got the graphic on the screen, so anybody that wants to come see it, you can come hang out with us on the stream at the Miller's Edge on X or on YouTube. And, of course, you can always download that Tide 100.9 app. You won't be able to watch the stream there, but you can go to Tide's Facebook page and watch the stream on that website as well. But we got to hit this top of the hour break first. When we come back, we'll keep on rolling. Ruben Foster, Alabama's most feared linebacker in history, will be joining us coming up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Pro throw was Lottie before Lottie. Ooh. That's pretty. That's interesting. That's a pretty interesting comparison right there. What did Smitty say? Question: has Brendan Sorsby tanked a possible NFL career by betting on his own team? I can't see an NFL team touching him with that hanging over his head. Man, that's a good question. We can talk about that when we come back. Damn. Man. Let me think on that. Oh, we need to do these questions. I'm tripping. We got to do these questions. I got it pulled up, by the way. All right. So if anybody wants to win these Ice Cube tickets, man. All right, so I got the first Ice Cube question. The first Ice Cube question is going to be Ice Cube's first album that he put out with NWA. The Alabama question, let me make sure. I saw a question I wanted to do, but I got to make sure it's the right answer. Hold on. Because it could vary, I think, depending on. Let's see. Let me make sure it's right. Oh, and I got the perfect question for me. I got the perfect question. I got the perfect final question. That is enough of a challenge, but I don't think it's impossible. All right, boom. We got our 3 questions. All right. Here are our 3 questions for our stream listeners, right? We got Reuben coming up here, but remember, I'm giving away 2 tickets to go see Ice Cube, Killer Mike, and my brother tomorrow at the Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater. Here are the 3 questions, right? Number 1, Ice Cube's first album that he put out with NWA. Number 2, the Alabama football question. Who did Alabama beat to win their first national championship? And the third question, right? The Miller's Edge / me, right? What was my first number that I wore here in Tuscaloosa? What was my original number that was issued to me? I wore it for about a year or so, about a year and a half. You get those 3 questions right, you got a chance to win those 2 tickets. Now, you only got about an hour remaining, I guess, throughout the show. So you might want to get on it. Now, just do me a favor. If you guys can actually make it, right? If you guys want to answer it just for the heck of it, cool. But don't drop the answers and spoil it, because I want to make sure we get the tickets to somebody that that can attend the concert, right? It is tomorrow. I know it's a little bit late notice, but if you can, in fact, attend the concert, matter of fact, let me pull up the time. It's tomorrow evening in Tuscaloosa at the Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater. I believe it's at 7:30. So only answer if you guys really can attend the concert, if you guys don't mind. You can still play the game. I just don't want y'all to drop the answers and then make it too easy. But maybe we'll reserve it for somebody that has to call in. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. I like those are I think those are 3 solid questions, man. I mean, and of course, now with Google and AI, you could probably figure it out pretty easy. But I feel like it's a little bit of a challenge, though, but not too hard.
0.9 and 12:30 a.m. WTBC.
And welcome back into this Wednesday edition of the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC. Big thanks to Stephen M. Smith of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, who just joined us. Again, we got the legend, the man himself, Ruben Foster, joining us here in a few moments. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Really looking forward to having him back on here. We're going to dive into a number of topics. And of course, if you guys got some questions for Ruben, can't guarantee we'll have enough time to ask, but feel free to drop them here in any of the chats. And we can definitely try to make it happen and ask the man himself, who, a matter of fact, I think might have just hopped on here. So we might be in for a treat a little bit early. That said, let me remind you guys, we're giving away 2 tickets to this Ice Cube concert tomorrow. Again, the concert is tomorrow, 7:30 at the Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater. Those 3 questions, right? We're going to play a trivia real quick. It's 3 questions. I'm going to put them out there. If you guys can attend the concert, right? Don't just win them just to win them and they go to waste. If you can attend the concert, call in and give us your answers, and we'll definitely, if you get them right, you'll earn 2 tickets to the concert free tomorrow. Again, these 3 questions are, number 1, Ice Cube question. What was his first album with NWA? Second question, Alabama football. Who did Alabama beat to win their first national championship ever? And then the third question, Miller's Edge question, right? What was my original number issued to me here in Tuscaloosa? All right, those are 3 questions right there. Again, Ice Cube's first album with NWA, the team Alabama beat to win their first national championship game, and what was my first college number? You get those 3 right, you win yourself 2 free tickets to go see Ice Cube at the Mercedes-Benz Amphitheater tomorrow, 7:30 here in Tuscaloosa. Call in and give us your answers, or I guess you can drop them in an app message, and we can make that happen. We'll get those tickets to you. That being said, let's go ahead and let's make some other stuff happen. We'll do it a little bit early because I see we got our guy down here below. I'm going to go ahead and throw him on the screen. Chase, maybe Chase, you know how to do a drum roll. I don't know if you know how to do a whole drum roll or get that drum roll effect, but it's very deserving of one because we got a special guest here on the show today. We got somebody that you guys always are requesting, somebody that you watched and you love to see him go lay his hat on other folks, somebody that really brought the pain when he played this game we call football, man. First round draft pick in the NFL draft, the guy that won probably every award that you can think of, the Butkus Award, the list goes on. We like to call him Alabama's most feared linebacker of all time. My brother himself, Ruben Foster, joins us here on the Miller's Edge. Rube, talk to me, baby. What's up, dog?
What's up, C-Man? What's up, my brother? What's up, man? Hey, man, look, I'm just here to talk some ball, talk to you, man, some genuine shit, man, you know.
I love it, man. I love Reuben. Reuben's always on the go when I talk to him, man. Reuben's a busy man these days, man. Reuben's a busy man. I know we got to chop it up last night, so we can jump straight in this, Reuben, because I'll be honest. I know a lot of people, man, they saw you in Tuscaloosa, whether that was at A-Day or I know there was a couple articles that some folks had maybe put out, and they talked about your presence, right? So tell the folks out that might be wondering, man, what was Ruben Foster doing back here in Tuscaloosa? What could he have been doing over at that facility with those guys?
Dude, I was on a mission. I was on a mission, and it was, let's just go back to the school and, you know, reminisce and take it all in, soak it up, bro. And it was wonderful. And you know, somebody was supposed to do a speech for the team, and I was so happy to be there. And it just played, you know what I'm saying? It just played into it, man. And it was just great. I talked to the team. So I was the backup. I don't care, whatever. I don't care. It's Bama, you know. I love my school, anything for my school, especially where everything started. But it turned into player engagement conversations, you know. And I was like, man, I would love to just talk and give some wisdom and give some knowledge to these guys and show them what the hunger they need. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, the NIL situation and all that, it probably got some people, the transfer portal got some people kind of blinded, you know. So I just wanted to shine light, you know, to that also while I was talking to him.
Absolutely. And so you talk about that NIL kind of being different nowadays and you wanting to really pour into those guys and maybe just try to be there and offer them support and maybe some guidance. Kind of expand on that. Kind of what does that look like for you? Like, what would that advice look like, Ruben? Because when we were going through it, we didn't have NIL, right? I mean, we had to kind of get it out the mud, right? I mean, we were on the back steps of Brian. You know what I mean? I mean, listen. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, listen. We had all the resource in the world, but we didn't have, you know, 6-figure, 7-figure salaries, right? That's a big difference from having a lot of food and clothes that you're given for free. But tell me, what is that advice that you do have for these young guys that find themselves in this position now, Ruben, that we didn't necessarily have until we made it to the next level, but just knowing what you know now, right, about how important it is to still keep the main thing. At the end of the day, all the money you make is great, but you're there to play football, right? And we talked about this last night, right? I mean, at the end of the day, it's a results-oriented business. So what does that message look like from you to those guys?
The message would be like the hunger of the game, bro. Like, we understand like the money and all that. Like, when I was young, shoot, even going into the league, still considered young, you know.
Yep.
I never had this amount of money before and all this, so it's many ways to blow it. And it's just like you in college, and we had that money in college, like what we would have done with it. I do not know. I can't say whatever, but I can say that, the same thing as I was, that I did when I was in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I probably could say, but it's like the hunger go away because you looking at certain things in trying to a limelight situation instead of trying to because of your likeness. You know what I'm saying? Instead of trying to be light and trying to worry about what everybody else trying to talk about, worry about this ball, but you know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna be liked until you know what I'm saying, conquer them X's and O's, you know what I'm saying? Know what you're doing, knowing what you're saying, verbiage, all this, that, et cetera, go on. But it's like, why worry about that? Like, cause
it's gonna take care of itself.
It's gonna take care of itself. Like I told the guys, like, we gave you a scholarship because you earned it. Of course, we gave it to you.
Right.
We're not about to give you this position. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like you want to transfer, then transfer. Like, even though we don't want you to, but it's just like, it's like a poker game. Who got, you know what I'm saying? But nah,
in a sense, yeah.
Nah, facts, bro. Like, it's crazy. Like, why do that when we all? Don't take the love of the game away from the business, because you got there for a reason. That's to love the program, and when you got to the program, everything didn't sit well with you, and you want to just trade school. You know what I'm saying? You probably have more likeness if you stayed and stick it down. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And that's not throwing shots for nobody who did stick around. Guess what? I'm just a guy who didn't even get the NIL. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even get a chance to do that. So shit, who the hell I know? But I'm just saying that's the feeling and the passion of the game. Yeah. Like, it means something. Like, it got to mean something. And not, if you make a lot of money, guess what? It probably means something to you. I'm not saying it, but as a young age, first off, you have to listen. You have to be able to know what you're doing with your money. And as a young age, you don't know what to do with your money. You don't even have an idea what you're going to do after college. Right now, you just focus on football. Yeah. But it's you have to focus on more. Like, of course, you got to focus on your scholarship, your grades, and all that. And you got to juggle your football, first screen, second screen, X's and O's. You got to juggle a lot. So don't juggle the limelight. The limelight gonna come to you once you just put your heart in what you trust. You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
Whatever you believe in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not judgmental or whatever, but whatever you believe in, just find that why and find that purpose.
Yep. 100%. I mean, listen, and we knew all about that because of those days when we're sitting there running snakes or we running stadiums, and then we go put all that weight on our back, feel like we're about to pass out. I mean, if you didn't have something to cling on to, if you didn't have a why, you weren't going to make it. I mean, we watch guys walk off the field sometimes during summer conditioning. I mean, I remember that we had a walk-on from Mobile. I think he was a good player too, bro. We're doing one test, man. And he literally just packed his stuff up, just walked off, and everybody was like, he going to the bathroom? Nah, he never put the pads on again.
I remember that too, bro. I think I remember that. That was crazy.
Yeah, he just walked off.
Cause that's insane, bro. Just to think about it, bro. Like, your mind ain't there. Like, damn.
Yeah, and he was a good player. I mean, he was a walk-on, but I mean, the dude could play ball. I remember they were talking about him. He was a good high school player. He ended up walking on the team, and we were in the middle 110s, and I can't remember if it was when we had our water break before we do what it was, or sometimes we do overtime. I just remember he just walked off, and then he never came back. So you have to have a why. You have to have a purpose for what you're doing, especially when you're going through those challenging times. And that was something that Coach Concord always instilled that in us. So I know exactly what you mean by that. But Ruben, you brought up the X's and O's, right? And number one, I love that you're pouring into those guys about stuff off the field, right? You got a lot of wisdom that you can share, and we all know that you can go help those guys out. So I think that's important that you're back doing that. And I actually really appreciate them allowing you to go back and do that, right? That's even more important. But let me ask you, yes, sir. With the X's and O's, Ruben, I know you had to be talking some X's and O's as well, right? I mean, you don't just have a Buckets Award winner and former first-round draft pick walking around the locker room in the building and not pick his brain about that stuff. So from X's and O's standpoint, man, what were some things you were sharing with some of these young linebackers? Because there's a lot of young players. We got Caleb Woodson that transferred from Virginia Tech, but none of these guys, well, outside of him, have started games. You know what I mean? Like, they're filling the roles of Deontay Lawson and Justin Jefferson and Kyle Green, all new starters at the linebacker spot. What were some things you shared with them about the position and how they could go out there and play it at a high level like you did?
Well, see, they got different verbiage, but we all know the concept of the X's and O's. So I when they was telling me about it, I know what they were saying. So they already got the game down packed, bro. It's just about executing and confidence, bro. And and I can see somewhat out there. Confidence is getting up, but it's certain executions that they can execute way better and form their land, like Coach always say. Form your land and everything else will flourish. You know what I'm saying? So, like, they already got it down pat, bro. Confidence and not caring what's the outside say and have your blinders on. That's the main focus, bro. And like, you can say this and say that about whatever. Like, what Coach always harped on us, bro. We control this and we forming our land. We got to have our blinders on. Football games, social media, whatever. Because at the end of the day, it's our life and it's our position and it's we the one out here downstate hut every play.
Yeah.
Like,
You're right. Man in the arena mentality, bro. Tell me this. Listen, everybody knows Ruben Foster is a dog, right? When Ruben Foster stepped on that field, right? I mean, Ruben, your smile lights up a room off the field, man. You got that charisma to you. Your energy is infectious. But on the field, I mean, you flip that switch and that killer comes out, right? Do you sense that we have some guys in that linebacker room right now that might have some of that dog, that nasty to them? Because listen, a lot of fans, they'll say over the last few years, like, there's been moments, but we haven't really sensed that same type of intensity from a consistency standpoint. Are there any guys that you got the feel for while you were there that you say, hey, man, this guy might have something to him?
A lot, bro. It's some of them I really don't know their names or whatever. I just know them by numbers and all that. Try to, because all the names and stuff I can't really remember. But I know personality and I know a good person. Mm-hmm. But like QB was one guy that I found my likeness to. Like, yep. He's I didn't get too much to talk to him because I just see his grind, his focus, and all that. But he's a wonderful guy, and he got that dog in him. He remind me of myself, short, small, underrated. You know what I'm saying, of his his look, but get where he gonna bring it. So that's I really like that. And boy, they got a white boy on the team, man. Man, boy. Number four is
Luke Metz.
Luke Metz?
Yeah. So you like Luke Metz and QB Reese a lot.
Oh, that white boy gonna be a problem. He's gonna be a problem, boy. I know he's gonna be a problem. And the dude who transferred from Virginia on Virginia Tech, I like
Caleb Woodson.
Facts, dude. It's just the whole atmosphere of the linebacker room, Duke. You know what I'm saying? It's just the whole atmosphere. The dude from Virginia Tech and the QB.
You're putting people on notice. So I mean, listen, if they've got your stamp of approval, I think Bama fans are going to feel really good about that, because that is one position that there's been a lot of, I wouldn't call it concerns necessarily, but question marks, just not knowing, because there's so many new faces. But I mean, we got one of the greatest linebackers in Alabama history here on our show saying that, hey, they got a couple guys that I'm giving my stamp of approval to, not just, as ball players, but the way they play with that intensity.
Yeah, just got to continue that season on consistency. It's not about what you can do for me yesterday or tomorrow. It's about what you can do for me now. A guy told me that, and a man named Jared told me that, and I'm gonna give him his prop. Stuck with me. Stuck with me, bro. Stuck with me.
Man.
And, bro, and it's not about what you can do for me yesterday, what you did for me yesterday, or what you can do for me tomorrow. It's about what you can do for me today, or what you did for me today. Like you're not in the.
You're right. You're only as good as your last game, and I get it. You're right. I
mean, bro.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. I'm picking up. Yeah, I'm picking up what you're putting down. No, listen, but that is encouraging though, because again, I mean those linebackers, you're right. They have a lot of potential. They're young, but to see to hear you say that and to see that you've gone over there and you've worked with them a little bit and you're walking away really impressed by them, I think that means a lot. Reuben, I want to ask you about something real quick, man, because I saw you respond to this on Instagram, man. I want you to walk us through this moment, because everybody likes taking a trip down memory lane every once in a while, and I know we always enjoy doing it here on the show. I don't know how well you can see this on your phone here, but I'm sure you can probably pick up kind of what we got going right here. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen right here?
You see it, brother.
Tell me what was going on right here. So I listen, and then that's a famous moment, right? So and I like bringing these moments up when we have you guys on the show. Like I had TB on the show, and we brought up Tony, the Hunter Renfrow moment, and this one, and then we've got plenty of moments, but this one stands out, Reuben, because I feel like this comes up a lot when we talk about having dogs on a football team. Everybody goes to this, man, we had guys fighting on the sideline. And here you are. This time you actually weren't in the fight, which again, yeah, I was about to say with Ruben. Ruben's had his fair share of fights. We all know that. But this time around, we got you breaking it up. Walk me through. I guess me and my pops here. He just joined on there. He heard your voice, man, and he had to come hang out. He had fun last time, so here he is. You can get him to join the show. He don't want to join when it's me no more, but he hears Ruben's voice. He pops up on the screen quick, fast, in a hurry. But Reuben, tell me what was going on here. I remember, but tell the fans what was happening.
Hey, guess what? He got a leadership for a reason, and it got to be, it got to come in effect because he built it, bro. But no, bro, it's just a play was miscommunicated and things got heated. But these two dudes right here,
competitors.
Y'all don't even know that these like I hung around these two dudes every single day. So I know these dudes. Like I know these dudes like the back of my palm, front of the crack of my but nah, man, just good dudes, just brothers arguing, bro. It's just we took it that serious, and guess what? It don't matter what we did today, whatever. Guess what? We ain't gonna remember that. It's the next play. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not embarrassed of none of that. We got an objective to get to. You know what I'm saying? So it's the fact that like it is what it is. So, but
you were being the enforcer. I mean, you were the enforcer, right?
I was being the big brother. I was being the big brother because, like, I was older than them, and it's examples like you see running the hot head DT, more of the, you know what I'm saying. Don't get him out of character now. But
right, I was about to say he's kind of calm, cool, and collected until you cross him, right?
You know what I'm saying? But this ain't nothing new, bro. These boys be having this conversation in the dorm room the same way.
Yep.
He's diving, but guess what? It's funny because we on.
The camera just happened to pick up all that, and which I love because I mean this is forever going to be a memory. I think this is like a core Alabama memory that everybody brings up. But I mean, there's so many things to take away from. I mean, you got Moorhead in the background, nosy. I know Moorhead's got something to say. I don't know what he's saying, but you see Coach Saban Coach Saban in there about to try to push people around.
You see T.O.
Yeah, you see Terrell. Or not. You see T. Lou and then T.O. like you meant Tyler Owens, who was our strength coach, who also was a linebacker here, who's actually a head strength coach. I think he's with Washington now. He's doing really good stuff. But you see big T. Lou in the background, nosying around, trying to figure out what's going on. It kind of just get listen. I mean, sometimes you
That's my
gotta
brother,
lay
though.
law.
Too my brother though.
Oh no, 100%, bro. But sometimes you gotta lay law, and you gotta kind of you rally the troops a little bit. But I wanted to put that on the screen for a second because I that's a good memory that I have when people bring it up. I'm just like that kind of explains us, right? We're all brothers, it's all love, but sometimes when things need to be addressed and you got to hold each other accountable, that happens. And best believe after the game, everybody's all cool and square. There's no problems at all. We just back to work. Matter of fact, next series we back to work. That's just part of the game. Yeah, I see my dad hanging on here now. He wants to hang out a little bit. You want to holler at Reuben, man? You don't want to holler at us, but you want to holler. You want to holler at Reuben though. What's up with that, man?
I didn't even know Ruben was on the show today.
Yeah. See, I think
Ruben. I did not even know Ruben. I was gonna get on here early, and I got to eat though because I was starving. So I went by Carver and got that new salmon. And what's happening?
Oh no, I was going to say let's do this because I know Ruben's connection is kind of in and out. So let's do this because we need to take a time out. So Chase, let's go to break real quick. We're on if Ruben's got time, we'll keep Ruben on here. But let's take a quick time out so we can get caught up on this break. When we come back, we'll keep talking some football talk with Reuben, of course, if he's got time. And then we got the Pastor of Pain. And we'll keep on rolling right here on this Wednesday edition of the Miller's Edge. Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC. We got Alabama legend Ruben Foster, highly requested. You guys always are trying to get Reuben on here. Well, we got him. Don't go anywhere. We'll be joined by Reuben for more when we come back. Reuben, you got a few more minutes or you got to run?
I got plenty of time. Shit. I got plenty of time.
Yeah, well, look, I need to hit a timeout because we got to keep up our breaks on radio. But man, I'm surprised that you gave your stamp to a number of guys at linebacker. Now just know there's going to be articles written because of this interview. Now
I know, bro. I want to give confidence. That's all. That's my goal. Like,
yeah, no. I love it. No, I love it. I'm just saying that those dudes are going to have some shoes to fill now because people are going to say, "Damn, Ruben Foster said Luke Metz is that dude," and so people are going to be watching.
Luke Metz. No, hold on. QB and Luke Metz. Yes.
Okay.
Now,
all right.
Yes. Duke. He's great too. It's just one time I seen Duke overran a tackle, and that because I think he was shying away from contact. Hey, it happens sometimes,
but we got to limit that though, because I ain't gonna lie to you, because just like we were talking last night, bro. Like one thing.
You giving love to somebody to not want to hit somebody?
No. He said that's why he said.
No, I'm not giving. I'm not. It's one time, Pops. One time. One time. He hit. I'm not with the weak stuff now. but I promise you, like, it was just one time.
Oh man, hold on. You got your pipe. I think.
I mean, we got enough of those down at Bama that they won't even bust a grape. I'm like, they got enough of them, dude.
Man, come on, man. Come on. Why you always got to come here with that, man? Listen.
Facts.
Listen. Listen. We're talking about the now, like Reuben said. We're talking about the now, and he was up there. See, you hadn't come down here. We try and get you down here to come.
Listen, I don't need listen.
Yeah, you do, because I
game day.
Eyes on these guys. Bro, no, we talk.
What did you say, Pop?
So he tried to cut me off, Rube, because he all about the game. So I'm about the game day. I don't care about all this, scrimmages, because they're controlled. Quarterbacks can't be here. You know what I mean?
These are young players.
I know, but my point is, I'm not going to jump all over the jock strap just for practice. I mean, I want to see games.
Yes, sir. Pops,
come on,
Pops,
man.
Pops, now hear me out. When we was back there on A-Day, man, we gave shows, man.
Yeah,
I'm talking about full game potential. I'm talking about big.
We treat it like a game
and everything, Pops. I'm talking about, but
thanks.
No cap. I don't want to say who, but when I was there, somebody said when somebody was coaching hard, they was like, "Hey, "Hey, you coaching kind of too hard, man. You needed to back up. You need to cut it down." I'm like,
No,
I'm not gonna say no name. I'm not gonna say no name now.
come on, dog.
I did enough. I did enough by just saying that.
No. Trust me, I've heard. I've heard.
I
I've
mean,
heard.
see, that's therein lies the problem, right
No,
there.
see, you should have said that with him on here, real good.
No,
Now,
I mean,
now
he-
his
he-
ass, he ain't
He
gonna
didn't
live
have
it
to
down.
say
He-
that.
no,
I
no.
can see it, bro. I mean, listen, I told you,
Oh,
coaches
man.
got to know who they
Here
can
we
cuss
go,
out
man.
and who they got to rub their back, right, and give them a massage. And too many times these kids right here want massages instead of getting a butt chewing, like Coach Saban used to say. Y'all used to do that, but these guys ain't doing that no more. Reuben know that. They ain't rocking like
Well,
that.
I
That
mean,
video,
with NIL now, I mean,
they
unfortunately, I
ain't
feel
done that.
like no, I'm saying like we've talked about this. Hold on, I'm gonna bring us back. We're coming back here. Hold on. And welcome back into this Wednesday edition of Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC. We're joined by the man, the myth himself, Ruben Foster, right here on the show, man. And the pastor of pain as well. The pastor of pain shows up when we have these
No,
guests.
that's a lot. Let me
We
get on
haven't
you,
seen the
Smitty.
pastor of pain in like 2 weeks.
Let me give you
and
30,000, whatever you got on your little thing right there. I didn't even know Rue was on the show, bro. I was getting some lunch. I mean, I've been busy. I'm trying to finish up my golf event.
It's all good.
Traveling. I've been traveling for 2 weeks, bro. Give your boy a minute. Let me get right. So when I
Get him off your back, Paul.
you know what I'm saying? Because they don't like the truth over there. You know, them Bama fans now. The Bama fans just like the coaching staff. They want ice cream, watermelon. You know, they getting soft. They happy Rue with 8.
All right, listen, I learned. Listen, Reuben, I treat this show like Around the Horn on ESPN. Well, he started getting out of line. I had to hit the mute button on him because we had to let him reel his thoughts back in. He started going a little bit too off the deep end now.
With him,
yeah, he starts going a little bit too out there. So we got the mute button for a reason now. Anyway, we'll bring him back here in a second. But I want to continue. It is hilarious, bro. Ruben, we might need to get Ruben as our third host over
Ruben,
here.
I'll take myself off if I want to, just to know.
Dang! I didn't even realize he could do that.
Damn! You must be the admin, my boy.
I might need to take his.
Hey, you can't stop the word of God, which means truth. The truth God gonna come through whatever the devil try to block. I'm kicking this wall down, baby.
Hold on. You don't put that label on me. I ain't no. I'm just hitting the mute button, brother. Just don't know what's going to come out. So Ruben, we talked about some of these up and comers, man, at linebacker. Well, tell me this. I mean, how long were in town? Like, how long did you get to spend with these guys? Was like just a day or two? Was like a week? How long did you get to spend with the team?
Like a day and a half. But I got to spend the whole day of them preparing. Prepping up for the game and going to the game, like seeing everybody. Sorry, my bad. Sorry. And I apologize because one guy that I missed that intrigued me, bro. And that's Xavier. Like
Xavier Griffin.
Yes.
A lot of upside.
Facts. He's huge as hell, bro. He's huge. But he intrigued me by his focus and his want to, bro. Like, he got a point to prove or something, bro. Like, and it's a system that you got to get down pack, and you're gonna have your ups and downs. But he intrigued me and his want to. That's it. But yeah, man.
I'm gonna trust Rube on this. If Rube say this, I'm gonna believe it. Now, if a beat writer say this, I'm not believing that. But if Ruben said, because he's seen it, I'm all with that. Now, Ruben, so you could just go up there and watch practice and hang out and all that good stuff.
Yes, sir. I can.
Oh wow.
I can. Yeah. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I can do that. Right?
Hey man, you so super blessed. They don't do that for everybody.
Well, I was about to say now they gave me a little bit of a hard time for just going on the field on a day, but to be fair, I will say I did have some conversation with some folks and I'll leave that there, but hopefully that gets all good. But you got to understand, I do understand from a standpoint of, I mean, listen, we got 1 million guys, right? I mean, you do kind of have to have some type of policy and coming up with stuff. But yeah, listen, I've gone to plenty of practice and stuff too now. But yeah, I'd had a little bit of trouble on A-Day for that reason. I don't know. I guess they were just trying to act a little tough, but I think we got it all worked out now, though. But that said, Reuben, let me ask you this. I know you were focusing, mainly on the linebackers. Was there anybody else that stood out, maybe like a defensive line that just caught your attention? I mean, I'm sure you got to see pretty much everybody. A lot of attention on linebackers, but maybe a D tackle, defensive end, maybe even a secondary guy. Was there anybody else that stood out?
I got my boy Dre Kirkpatrick's son.
Oh yeah, Junior.
Look Kirk.
Yeah.
Look Dre. He's hard. He's an old school guy, old school mentality guy. He's really put his nose up in there. You know what I'm saying? But I say, but like, because like I don't want him to be too aggressive to the point that he can't finesse his way. You know what I'm saying? Like his dad. You know what I'm saying? His dad was both ways, but he gonna put that that hammer on you, and he gonna pick you off, whatever. He remind me of that. Little shorter than dad, but bro, I was as short as a linebacker, bro. Rolando McClain, Reggie Ragland, all of them was taller than me, bro. Dante Hightower. So I feel like he got a point to prove, and I feel like he's hungry. He shows that, bro. Like he's that. You know what I'm saying? He got swag. He got that mentality. He's one of the last, like I call him a last breed. You know what I'm saying? Even though that we got some dogs on the team, I just feel like I call him OG, little OG.
He's got that DNA to him. He's got that kind of our time type DNA, which makes sense given his father is Dre Kirkpatrick. No, I know. Listen, if you watch the tape, now I don't know him personally, but if you just watch his tape, even the limited number of snaps that he's had, there's no denying it. I mean, like you said, he ain't afraid to put a hat on somebody. He's physical. He's got that intensity to him. He plays with that type of passion. Like he's somebody that would have fit in with our group without a doubt. I agree with you on that. That's a good name that you threw out there. Are you about to say something, Pops, or no?
No, I was going to say I want to talk a little bit about the draft because I ain't been on it since then.
Oh, go ahead. I mean, what'd you think of it?
I'll tell you, had 2 in the first round, right? I was wondering what the folk been saying about Big Boy going as high as he went. We kind of told him that was going to happen.
We did say that he would be a future first rounder.
Even last year, I told him he was going to be a top pick in the draft just because of his athleticism. Even though he played like mud sometimes, but
I don't know if you've seen this, but I will fill you in on this. And thanks to Carson for tagging us in this. I guess GM John Eric Sullivan announced on the Joe Rose show that they plan on playing Caden Proctor at left guard this season, which I think he's got potential to be a really good guard in the NFL. If he stayed at tackle, I think it gets kind of a hit or miss because, I mean, the guys that he would be facing, whether it's the likes of, my former teammate Brian Burns. I mean, you look at guys like Micah Parsons, guys that have, threatening speed off the edge. I mean, that just does not seem.
No, he can't play tackle in the league. So they know
he could, but I just don't think. I
don't think he could at all. I think he'll be a bust, just like Evan Neal was a bust.
I mean, he's working his way back, and I think Evan Neal.
I don't care what he's working, it's what he's doing. I'm just saying, up to this point, he's a bust. BUST.
Golly, man.
I mean, my point is, I look at them kind of the same player. Now, if he get in there, I think he can play in a tight space, which is guard. He's got great explosiveness, good hips, good footwork, good power. I think he can do well in there. He would get his lunch. He got his lunch 8 in college. He couldn't block people in college. What makes you think
he got his lunch 8 in college?
I mean, what makes you think he's gonna be able to do that on Sunday?
No. But wait.
I love Pops.
Listen, Reuben, you know him. He's gonna say whatever comes to his mind. He don't care. Listen, his junior season, this past season, you got to give credit where it's due. Now, it was improved. Now, he still, listen, I'm not saying it was perfect. He still struggled with guys, with speed off the edge, right? Moving his feet sometimes, even though he's a good athlete. I think, listen, I've really viewed him as if he was disciplined in terms of getting his body right and being in the proper shape. Like even Coach Saban said on draft day, like when they had him in the building and it was a little bit more controlled, his weight was in check. I mean, he's a great football player, but sometimes when his weight started creeping up and he didn't have the same discipline with his diet and stuff, that's when problems came. If this dude could consistently be 340, 350, which sounds heavy, but for his frame, I think it could work. Dude,
there's a rap song I heard, Rue. There's a rap song that I heard that
Here
says,
you go, man.
if you smoke dope broke, you're going to definitely smoke dope rich. So my point is, if you eating burgers broke, you definitely going to overeat when you're rich.
That's so true, though. That's so true,
well, I mean, there's plenty of food
Just
down
saying.
in Miami. There's plenty of good food to eat in Miami. So hopefully he. Hey, listen. I think he might come on the show at some point because I know Will Conformi's got a thing next week. So I mean, let's be.
Now get him on the show. I'm gonna ask him some good questions. Hey, listen. All right, what about your boy Ty Simpson, 13 to the Rams?
What about it? We just want our thoughts.
That was I saw it on somebody's podcast, but the coach seemed like he did not want to take that pick. That was a very awkward call.
Well, there's been a lot of things coming out since then, and allegedly, and listen,
that's a good dude, man. Ty's a good dude, man.
Yeah, he's a solid dude, man. Now, he was supposed to come on the show, and
right.
he directed us to his media team and all this stuff, and I'm like, brother, come on, man, be sci-fi, bro. We ain't doing all that. But anyway, no, they did come out and say that they told him to keep everything under wraps. Don't talk about, you know what I mean, them having a secret meeting and all this. And to be fair, McVay was in a tough spot because it's Matthew Stafford's team. And anytime you draft a first-round quarterback, when you got a quarterback already who's established, who is coming off an MVP season, but he is getting a little bit older, that's going to rub them the wrong way. I mean, that's just a fact.
You're right
you know what I mean?
that.
So Sean McVay, he just wanted to be respectful and not make it seem like, hey, man, we're fired up as if we're already moving on from Matthew Stafford. So he tried to play his cards right and make sure he was respectful of Matthew, but also saying, hey, we're excited for the future, but we're worried about, like what Reuben said earlier, the now. And the now is we got an MVP quarterback in Matthew Stafford. That's what we're focused on. We'll have Ty in our back pocket for that time, but right now we're worried about Matthew Stafford because it's his team. I think that's kind of what it was about. Personally.
Well, Matthew Stafford's old, bro. I mean,
he's 38, but he also just won the NFL MVP last year.
I get it, but that normally turns south after that happens. I'm just saying, I don't know what Ty Simpson going. I don't know what Ty Simpson going to turn out to be.
Any more negative?
All I'm just going to say, I mean, I don't think he did enough to warrant that, in my opinion. But I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Now, I want y'all to know, y'all didn't hit me up about number 5. So where did he go? I didn't really watch the draft. Where did he go?
Jeremy Bernard? Oh, yeah. You got some crow you got to eat, brother. So I hope you still got room after eating that nice kava dish you just had, because he went in the second round, like I told you. Dude was not going to be there after day 2. Jeremy Bernard, without a doubt, was a day 2 guy. He's Mr. Reliable. He's a physical receiver, right? He has great hands. I think they had a stat like he had like no drops through a certain number of snaps. I mean, listen,
where'd he go? Who drafted
him? He went to
him?
Pittsburgh. Perfect fit, man. You got to be tough to go play in that division.
Which means what Pittsburgh does is just run the football. Probably he's a good blocking receiver.
God, bro.
I mean,
this dude here, bro. You might.
He's a Pittsburgh kind of receiver. He is.
I mean, listen. I mean, to be fair, Antonio Brown. He played in Pittsburgh. They like to run the football, and AB is one of the best receivers.
Yeah, but you see how that's when they had Big Ben, but they ain't got that no more. They don't have a quarterback.
I think Aaron Rodgers is still kind of making his decision or something like that.
He's still somewhere in the dark.
And they did. Did they draft? No, I don't remember. I think they did draft somebody. I can't remember.
Well, hey, Crow, congratulations.
Drew Aller, maybe?
5.
Oh my God!
I thought it was a 3rd or 4th rounder, but it don't matter.
No, he was definitely a second round type of guy. Somebody said pastor of negativity. The pastor of pessimism.
That's how Chris made it.
All right, listen, bro. I mean, it's like what me and you talked about last night, Reuben, with Coach Saban, bro. It's like the parent that you never could please, bro. Like you can go win the Heisman Trophy winner. Coach Saban sit there and smile, like at the press conference. As soon as you get back in the building, bro, you do one thing. That man act like you ain't no Heisman winner. That's bull. You know what I'm saying? Like he just
show me something else.
Yeah, show it. Yeah, you won the Heisman. Yeah, my ass. All right, what next? Like,
congratulations. What's next?
But see, Reuben, here's the thing with old school parents, bro. You got to keep pushing, because we live in this soft serve ice cream powder puff world that if you give too much accolades, they forget how to work. So Coach Saban was just trying to keep pushing them, not letting them get complacent where they are. People try to view that as negativity, when you're trying to be, stern and in a matter of fact, it ain't negativity. It's like, all I can tell you, like the guy, I'm happy for number 5, but do I think he's a sure enough receiver? No, because again, just like a lot of players at Alabama, and those big moments, where was number 5 at against Indiana?
Well, I mean, brother,
Where was he at in those big games when you need a receiver to
where's the
beat
quarterback
coverage,
play? I
when
mean,
you
brother,
need
he
a
ain't throwing it
receiver
to
to
himself.
get open and make a play? I look
What?
for those guys. I can count on Ruben Foster to make a play when I needed one. It's like we need to get a stop. We need to get off the field. They players on defense that me and LT and Pep, like we knew one of us gonna make a play. Like I can count on somebody to do something to get us off this field. Even if somebody else is struggling. Same thing offensively. When you third and whatever, you're struggling. You look at that's why they say big time players make big time plays on big time days. I won't say, well, the offensive line, well, the court, I can sit there and make an excuse, or I can get my black tail out there and make a play. I mean, what you want?
Well, I mean, I agree with what you're
Reuben,
saying.
no, I'm right.
No, you are right to an extent, but I'm saying you asked about Indiana. I'm saying where was the whole offense against Indiana? We put up 3 points, and I think we ran for maybe 20 yards total. I'm just saying, like,
no, I mean,
quarterback got his
generality, but I'm
broke.
just saying. But if you're telling me I got a big time play, that's like Reuben.
But did you watch the whole season though?
Yeah, I watched every game. I mean, just like Reuben,
you didn't think
I could
Jeremy was
expect
relaxed?
Reuben to make plays. I know I could catch some kind, whether it be on special teams, on the kickoff, blasting somebody, whatever. Whether it be on the sideline, getting dudes, whatever. If I got to get up in a dude's face, I'm looking for play. Like if I'm a GM, I'm looking for dudes like that. I'm looking for dudes like that I can count on, and they can become foxhole dudes. And I love Jeremy. He's a Christian. I'm a man. I love his faith. I love that he stands for that. That is a great locker room guy. I want all of that of him, but I also want him to make some plays.
Brother,
that's what
I think you need to actually like clean your glasses and go watch.
I did
all
watch
the games,
big games. I'm not talking about
big plays.
Louisiana, Lafayette.
I'm not talking about that either,
I'm not talking about.
I just gave you a stat that the dude
I
had
ain't
like
talking
no
about
drop.
Mercer.
Bro, hold on. How about this? Let us hit a time. Let us hit a timeout. I'm gonna let you guys respond, but we gotta hit this break real quick, and I'll let you respond and let Reuben chime in if you want.
Reuben, know I'm talking about.
Reuben,
don't say that negative because I want
right
you to keep
here
going
on
up to the sideline.
Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC. Do you have cracks or this dude here, man? Dude, first of all, it had nothing to do with anything on this show. Listen, I've not done anything. I have great relationships with everybody. Again, Ruben was up there. He spoke to the guys. Again, they just whatever. They were acting like that with. Listen, there wasn't hardly anybody on the. Who else was on the field on A-Day? It was you and maybe what not Jeremy. Excuse me, Dre Kirkpatrick, and then the rest were like what current NFL guys, right?
Nah, fact. It was some current NFL guys, and then it was Woodall, my boy Woodall, Justin Woodall.
Wait, he played here?
Yeah, Woodall player. Yeah.
Wait. But he's older than me, older than us.
Nah, in fact, you didn't see Woodall OG. He
okay.
was with Dre down.
Okay.
But, yeah. Upshaw down. That would have been. He would have been with Upshaw down.
Oh, okay. I got you. The point is, I mean, it's not like they just said, "Oh, we're not letting Christian." No, they've kind of tightened up their rules, which again, you got to understand. Like I said, I'm not getting all that on here because again, I spoke with some people, whatever, and I think and it went really well, right? I just that's that. But anyway, no, we ain't saying nothing bad on it. Now the way you talk, you ain't ever getting anywhere near the building passer Payne. Just so you know. I mean, so that's that. I mean, so when you come here, brother, you might as well just make a nice, go in the guest room to go hang out.
I'm gonna go down to R&R Cigar to get me a cigar.
Yeah, because I mean, the days of you coming up there with me, brother,
it's
I mean,
over.
that shit ain't happening. Bro, they're going to turn you around in the parking lot. You ain't even going to be able to get out your car.
I would not even dare want to step foot over there. I want to go somewhere where ballers ball, players play.
Yo, tell your baby boy gone. Your baby boy gone.
This dude.
Hey, Rube, listen, I'm one of them care. I don't know that because of you.
Oh my God. Wait, because of who? Because of Reuben?
Right here, I got everything I need down here, dog. I don't need to go nobody's sideline.
Well, but your son, I mean, maybe you could say, but my son's there. Maybe I should,
you go do your thing. I'm standing up for you.
No, I don't need that. Listen, I'm good on that. I don't know. Like I said, everything's.
But get what though? You gotta have you know what I'm saying, a balance. See,
you're right.
You're gonna speak the honest truth and about the team and about how we need to have the standard and all that going on. And then you have your pops who is not gonna let you cut no corners or whatever, and he gonna tell you what it is as rightfully so as anybody else. Guess what? Hey, he's a pop, he's a dad. So guess what? If we had a problem with them how they coached us, man, we shouldn't even be there. If you have a problem with how I'm saying things on your better half, then guess what? Then you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be listening. You X, Y, and Z. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly. That right there. That right there, Rube.
I look at it as like it's a great duo. So at the end of the day, like you have your pros, your cons. So I'm looking at it both spectrums, and it's a great balance. So I'm like, yeah. Guess what? I'm in the middle of it. And I'm laughing my off, bro.
And that's why people honestly enjoy. That's why people enjoy what we do, because it is like good cop, bad cop. But like I said, I just got to reel him in. Sometimes he get a little bit too out. I'm like, hey, whoa. Yeah, we got to hit the mute button real quick.
I give credit where credit due.
Nah, facts.
Welcome back in real quick, and this is going to be kind of interesting how we're going to do this. We're going to take another time out here in literally like a minute, because we're going to catch right back up again. Because, man, with Reuben on here, we got all this great content going. So we've been kind of.
Well, if you let me know Reuben had been on, I would have forgone my carve lunch for Reuben's minute.
No,
while he smoke his black, I'm hitting on my neck.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna give you guys a smoke break real quick, because we're gonna go right back to a quick timeout. But real quick before we do that, let me remind you about our friends over at Lamprello Law Education and Advocacy. Brand new website just dropped. If you guys are looking for any of that representation, and of course, even more so if you're a high school, college, or graduate student, they got you covered on test taking preparation, subject matter mastery, career and academic planning. But better than anything else, man, they're going to be any price that you can find. It's very affordable representation and services. So check them out, lamprello-law.com, or you can always call them at 201-317-5115. Everybody needs good representation. Make sure you guys not only have that, but also an affordable lawyer and service right there at Lamprello Law Education and Advocacy. Quick timeout. We come back. We wrap things up right here on the Miller's Edge.
Inside.
All right. Sorry, I had to catch back up real quick. We got a few minutes when we come back, so I'll leave the floor open for you guys to say anything you guys want to say. Reuben, if you got anything you want to push, man, I know you're talking about the trucking stuff you started, but if there's anything you want to push or you want people to know about, man, make sure when we come back you let them know. If there's anything.
I got you, bro. Sure. I'm gonna push.
So, Rube, let me ask Rube this real quick. So, Rube, who you got at QB? Who you see happening? What you see happening there?
I got number 12. What number 12, 13? What number is 12?
12. Wait, hold on. Wait. Save that for when we come back. Because that's
a quick question.
No, I got you. I'll ask when we come back. I'll ask. That'd be a good one. That is a good question. I don't want to.
That's going to be the main question going into the season. You know that.
Oh God.
100%.
Oh God. Who you got?
No, I got Austin Mack starting the season, but being replaced by young Buck.
Who is your number 10?
That's
tall number 10. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I thought the same thing, because it was a debate between
It's honestly it's tough, because I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean,
he got to let Austin Mack start the year, but Keon Keelan?
No, Keelan Russell.
Keelan Russell. He gonna I think he's gonna be able to take that spot and roll with it, because they're gonna need some more dynamic plays out in that backfield.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. I think it's just going to be hard to deny a young, talented guy like him because, I mean, at the end of the day, man, like we need more explosive playability. We didn't have a whole bunch of that last season, and I just feel like he kind of offers that. And I think as long as he can get to the point where, I mean, again, as a young quarterback, there's still things he's got to overcome, whether it's, he's going to be prone to some of these mistakes, right, that young quarterbacks make. And I think the more reps and experience he gets and he starts limiting on that stuff, yeah, I think it's going to be hard not to play him. Personally, that's just my opinion, though. We'll see, though. We'll definitely see. I'm trying to think.
Ruben, what you got about us? Some 24s? I sit in the back. 24s. I see some.
Oh, then my daughter scrolling.
Oh wait, that's a stroller wheel. I thought that was a rim.
No, I got them damn 12s back there though. You see him? Up under that seat. When she out there, mug, boy, I be jamming. I be beat, boy. I be beat.
Oh man, I thought that was a rim this whole time too. I thought
I did too. I was like, bro, that's a 24 or what back there?
Nah, that's her car seat. She riding good, ain't she?
Yeah, she is.
She riding good, boy.
She's sitting clean back there.
I'm sitting clean back there, man.
Mm-hmm. When do you think you might come back this way, Reuben? You got any plans right now, or you just waiting?
Bro, I need to get back down there soon because I need to make my presence down there, bro. I just have to. And I miss Alabama anyway. I miss down south anyway. So I just need to make my presence down there and let them know that how bad that I want it. Because they are already talking about like I will be beneficial to the program and all that. Like which I see myself being beneficial to the program too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gave our all to Alabama, bro. So
yeah.
like ain't then I'm not gonna try to put them down or put them backwards or whatever. I'm always try to help out. You know,
100%.
So but I'm be truthful now. Yeah, so yeah, gonna be need to be on the bench. Yeah, you good on the field, yeah, with me. All right.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, tell them you need some paper and get on down there and do your thing because this is what's missing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's going on with the Crimson Tide? Download the Tide 100.9 app today.
And welcome back in real quick on this Wednesday edition as we wrap up here with Ruben Foster, who we really appreciate joining us, hanging out with us here on this Wednesday, man. Always highly requested, and it's always fun, man. I love when Ruben jumps on here. It's always good vibes, good energy, and a lot of wisdom that we pull out of my guy. But Ruben, I think my dad kind of posed that question before we let you run, man. He asked you about that quarterback battle, and that's the big topic everybody wants to know, man. So who's your pick on who's going to be the next starting quarterback at Alabama? You going Keelan Russell, number 12, the young buck, or you got Austin Mack?
Okay, I know Coach Heaven gonna be mad at me for doing this or whatever, but I got Keelan Russell, number 12. I got number 12. The way he was throwing it, when he was just throwing that thing was just flickering out of there. Oh no, it was just a thing of beauty. And don't get me wrong, number 10. He's fire, bro. He's good. He's fire. But the way that the energy that number 12 put on me, bro, like he caught my eye.
Caught your eye. I like it. Just like the other guys you named earlier, man. So that's definitely big.
I'm rolling with Big Rube. I mean, I'm saying I'm going with the Reuben sandwich. I think 12 gonna be the guy. I'm gonna say Austin Mack though gonna start the season for a few quarters, but I think he will be quickly relieved because they need someone dynamic. And I'm a little bit concerned with the offensive line play still. And their ability to be able to protect the quarterback. And so I think Russell gives them that ability to escape plays and or extend plays. As you talk about that great whip in that arm, flicking throwing that thing down the field, making some big plays. So I'm with you on the Russell thing, man. And I'm with you on getting on the staff. I know that might mean you can't come on the Miller's Edge because they know we speak truth. You know what I mean? We speak truth. So if that's the case, I'd rather for you to get your paper and not talk to us and then being on here
Oh,
talking
you,
to us and not getting in the paper.
Stop saying us, brother. I mean,
Yeah, because me and C Mill, we do it right.
we
Oh, y'all
ain't doing
doing right.
Yeah, we ain't doing all that. Hey, I hate to say this, but we got to get out of here because the next show is about to start literally now. So that'll do it for us
now,
today.
Rube. Don't go way
We'll
back
be
like
back.
that now.
We'll be back on radio again tomorrow, right here in the Miller's Edge, Tide 100.9, 1230 WTBC.
You've been listening to the Miller's Edge, tackling sports daily.
Oh God! All right. Sorry, we had to get off radio. Chase, sorry about that. Tell Wyatt I apologize. Man, hold on. Golly, mate. Yeah, you gotta stop saying us. You say us. Listen, you have your own opinions and all. Listen, I do the way I do it is I offer honesty and people like that, but at the same time, I do it very, very,
I know. I'm just kidding, man.
And all that. Listen, that's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, man,
I don't care.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
I know, but you need to start caring because I'm my brother. I'm here. Yeah, I mean, like, golly, he over here talking about us. I'm like,
so let me just say, I told Christian to go down there and get one of them jobs, bring you back, let him be the calm, you be the enforcer. Like, they got so many guys that's right there in Tuscaloosa that can really add so much to their team that I think they overlook. I'm being honest now, but I think they overlooked that, man. I said the same thing about South Carolina. Like, you got all these great former players that they think they want money. Y'all making all the money, but you losing games. Y'all making all the money, and you're playing like Powder Puff, Sherman Tisher. I mean, so why wouldn't you expand that just a little bit, and bring in dudes like y'all and help the program? That's all. It ain't about no money. It's about y'all care about the program. You know what I mean?
right.
That's all I'm saying. I get frustrated when they say, well, we just want current players. Really? So what you telling me that I could tell a recruit that when you finish playing ball, they don't give a crap about you? Only the guys that can play in the league right now? That's freaking baloney. I don't like that. They did the same thing at South Carolina one time. And it's like, no. You tell a recruit that, hey, this is a 40, 50-year commitment, you're always welcome. I know everybody can't come on the sideline at one time, but we're going to do some things to make sure you're always appreciated, you're always welcome in some type of capacity, and that builds culture. And when you start telling former players that blood, sweat, and tears have been there and longer than the head coach has, that they can't come on the side, I have a freaking problem with it, and I tell all of them, every coach about it, because I'm like, you cared about me when I was out there, playing with a broke down ankle, taking shots of Toradol. You cared about me then, but you don't care about me now? That's BS. I just think, excuse my language. I mean, I think they got things twisted. I think you can make a way to have guys, former players, day, bring them around, let them meet these young kids, let them hear from a Ruben Foster, let them hear from a Christian Miller who's undersized, who did it the right way, the hard way, a Ruben Foster who was the energy behind the team, or, whomever. Let them come, let them hear from these guys and hear their stories. Because, if you don't, NIL, it's about money, Gucci, and podcasts and all this crap now. They don't understand hard work. That's the problem I have with this young generation, bro. It's just like they don't get it because you got to pamper them. Coach say, you got to be careful. You can't yell too much. Come on, man. That's a bunch of baloney.
No, listen, you know how I feel about the whole thing. I mean, I agree. But like I said, last thing I want to do is be out publicly making it seem like, oh, man, because to be fair, I mean, I understand, like, policy or this, that, and the third, even though I agree with what you're saying. I mean, it shouldn't. But like I said, I was able to, I spoke with I was able to have a nice conversation with somebody that I think would be very, very, I don't know, helpful with kind of just hearing me out on that, and I just let that kind of take care of it. So it went well.
The guy that want to be on the sidelines are the one that ain't really had that much burn. Like, dude, I mean, those are the ones that's showing up. They ain't did much on, back. They showing up. But those are the ones that want to be around and shouldn't. Hey, I played at the University of Alabama and blah blah blah. But they wasn't busting no grapes. But the guys like yourselves that's played in the league. You got you got a story to tell. And my point is, why wouldn't you figure out ways to bring guys like that around? Not just the guys that are on current rosters right now. So but what you're doing is drawing the wedge. Oh, so you trying to say they're better than those guys that's been on current rosters? And they can't. I mean, you work for the post game. You did the sideline. Like, you mean you in the, like, are you tripping? Like, I got a problem with that.
No, and honestly, it was disappointing. If I'm being honest with you, I mean, I ain't talked too much about that, but yeah, no, it was.
That's for me to, I'm not the daddy, Reuben. That's why you ain't playing my son. And if my son play like crap, then I'm gonna say it first. He ain't got to worry about the coach. I'm gonna he gonna hear it from me. You understand? You know what I mean? So I'm not that dude. It's like my son the best thing ever did. No. But I know this man has done the things right. And he's like one of the best stories that come through there, leaving a different state, coming down there, sitting 2.5 years, whatever it was, waited his turn, learned from guys like yourself, graduated in 3 years, got his master's, boom, 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 played pro ball. Like, why wouldn't you use that? Like, why wouldn't you use that? I mean, why wouldn't he use that? What you got? I mean, you did it a different way. Was one of the top players. Had your things. Everybody made some mistakes, but what did you do? You bounced back. What a great story. It's always about the comeback story, like in the gospel. It's about the comeback story. Peter denied Jesus 3 times, but yet when the early church started, he was the lead guy. He was the one that was in charge. That was Peter, the one that just denied Jesus 3 times. That's what I'm saying. That's the story that these dudes should be telling. And people come from all kinds of walks and have different kinds of starts. But let's focus on how they finish. That's what I'm saying. They can get mad at me all they want to, but I'm just going to speak truth and facts. That's why I said I don't have to come down there. I don't need them. I didn't play football to need them. God bless me. I'm good. I got nice ride. I got nice house. I got preaching to God. And I smoke nice cigars. I spent last week on a 130-foot yacht. I don't need to be on your sideline, dude. I'm good. I mean, so let me just say, I tell you all the time, if I ain't got it, God has put me in the place. Listen to this, room.
Whoa, hold on. You brag about all that stuff.
Your gift will make room for you and place you in front of great men. That's all I can tell you. So I don't get caught up into that stuff. I want that life. I can be about that life. But my thing is those young men, though, I care about speaking life into them and helping them. I care about y'all being able to do that. That's what's important.
Wait, hold on. Fix your mic real quick because you're going in and out. Pops. I don't know if it's your thing. Try to leave.
I'm done.
Back. No, I think you just got to leave and come back. Just fix your mic. He going on a rant. His whole mic done cut off on me.
Yeah, I couldn't hear nothing at first, bro.
Yeah, I was about to. Sometimes the stream acts funny if it I don't know, like if people go in, like when Chase left, our producer from radio, like sometimes if people go in and out, it throws other people's audio and stuff off. But yeah, no, I know where he's coming from. He's just getting defensive for me. But yeah, no, it was kind of weird, man, because like I was well, here he goes. He's back on there. Yeah, because I mean, like I normally just go up there to like work out, go practice and stuff, but I don't really ask for that like that. I just kind of just go show up.
Hold on, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Let me get out.
All right. The whole stream's shutting down now. He started dropping all that heat. Let me hit some of these chats while we're let's see. Somebody's about to make headlines. Ruben Foster joined the Alabama staff. Oh yeah, people are definitely gonna be. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
There it goes. Oh yeah, people are definitely gonna be. People heard Reuben considering trying to I guess join the staff. People are definitely gonna take that and run with it. Reuben Foster gonna be joining the Alabama staff.
All right, I'm trying. That's why I put it out there.
Hey, that's good. You got to speak it into existence.
I'm trying to shoot. Hey,
no, you got to speak it into existence.
I joined the staff, man. We turning up, man. Get what? Like, bro, it's crazy because like the guys invite me to parties and everything, bro.
Oh God,
like I'm too old for this.
They're like, man, we want to get the real deal, Reuben. We don't want Coach Reuben. We want the real deal, Reuben. I'm like, nah,
they want the college Reuben. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, no.
But in the locker room, y'all can get it. Y'all can get it. Not get it. But outside the motherfucker, y'all ain't gonna get shit. Cause y'all gonna go, I'm gonna get locked up.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need to
Don't
go
get
down that
locked up,
road.
dog. Don't get locked up.
No, I'm not. I was telling CBL about like how the guys gravitated to me and how they wanted me to go to their parties and stuff. I'm like, oh no.
But see, but that's the thing, man, like about having former guys around, like you talked about them gravitating to you, like that type of connection, man, it's organic. You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna get that from just going and hiring, this guy or that guy. Like those guys watched you, right? I mean, I've had guys say, "Oh man, I used to watch, you and Anthony Jennings and Terrell Lewis." You know what I mean? Like they watched it. They watched us. So now when they see you around, it's like, man, just like when I was here, when you were here, like I remember, like speaking to Drake Kirkpatrick, I remember he used to come back and like I'd be chopping up with him in the cold tubs and stuff. I used to come back and work out. You know what I mean? So like you just always have a respect for that. But I think also it is a little bit trickier given there is a transition with the new staff, right? It's a new group. So it's kind of like I understand that it is definitely a little bit challenging. You know what I mean? But there's a way. But you can find balance with that though.
Yeah, like I don't even know why they even switched it up, bro. Like you know how long a lot of them people been there, bro. Like a lot of them people been there quite a bit, bro. Like a long ass time to the point that they got that shit. You know what I'm saying? Down pat. Okay, cool. You don't got it down pat. Go with the person next to him gonna have it down pat. Like everybody don't have to have. Like we gotta have everybody functional, just to run this. But it's just like the atmosphere. Like, bro, you know how long Sid been there? Like, Sid been there since Ben Bryant, all that.
Sid was there when dinosaurs were walking around campus.
so think about the stories or the significant stuff that he can say or the program that he can build with. You know what I'm saying? That he knows. Like, bro. And it's a family, or it's family, bro. Like it's a real deal family, bro. Like,
yeah,
but a lot of coaches. Let me tell you this, man. A lot of coaches are afraid of someone else's. How should I say it? That people like them too much or confide in them too much, so they get envious of a said coach, and therefore they feel like I got to bring my own people in all the time. Well, it's not always great to bring in your own people. You want somebody like you talked about, saying, guy that has been the foundation of success for Alabama, and people are used to having them around, even in the community. I mean, so I understand you got to make some changes. I ain't stupid. I get that, but sometimes, man, I know one thing: if your foundation is not built right, it's gonna crumble. And to me, when I look at Alabama, just knowing since Christian been down there and afterward been around the program, the foundation started getting cracks in it. When at the end of Nick Saban's tenure, the foundation of the standard began to get cracks. And then the NIL came in, and then guys asking for money. Coach Saban ain't with all of that stuff, and that whole thing about coming to Alabama, getting coached by the best, learning how to play, discipline. All these things that used to be the strong point for Alabama now began to dissipate, and other teams were about, okay, how about this 300,000? How about $500,000, 800,000? Now Nick Saban can't compete or didn't want to because they put so much stock into him and his, as he said, building, character and building for these kids' future. And now that's been stripped away by money, and now kids' attitude has changed. So things are different, Rube. I don't know how you going to roll into that and talk to them about it, because the truth is, if you and I came out a Christian and money was available, I mean, if somebody going to offer Christian a meal, and then somebody want, Alabama talking about 300,000, I'm like, that's 700,000, dog. I don't care how many championships you win.
Right.
I'm gonna go get that money.
Right.
I mean, so that's what they're dealing with. I mean, because you can be, as good as you want, show all these trophies and rings. That to me don't even matter no more. These kids are so much about the money, and they don't care about rings and success and how many SECs and what Bear Bryant, Nick Saban, and history. These kids can give a crap about history. All they want is the quick history. How much money can you give me? Period. That's it. And that's a problem.
It is a big problem. I ain't gonna count.
But Reuben talked to him about that. I think that's one of the things he spoke to the team. That was the other thing I forgot to mention too. Like, so you talk about people on the sideline. I mean, again, he had spoke to the team. So I mean, who set that up, Reuben? They reach out to you?
No, bro, I was just there, bro. Literally, I was just there. I was, and like, okay, like somebody else important, great guy, supposed to did it, who I looked up to.
Oh, that's why you mentioned it.
And they just came up to me as a backup plan, bro, and it went well for him, bro. And because I take the football and the passion of the game serious, and of course I'm gonna talk to the guy. I went to Bama, of course. Like, yeah, like you need me to talk to him, okay? I'm not gonna shy away from that.
Right.
But shit, so it went well though, bro. Talk to the DC. Talk to the head coach.
Was that your first time meeting him, Coach DeBoer?
Like my second time because we did it at the reunion, the 2015 reunion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's my second time getting to meet him. But he's a great guy,
Yeah.
I say it was way different vibe meeting him and then Coach Saban than him, and it's no everybody different, but it's just the fact that when you think about the head, man, you think about the head, man, and but it still was a kind of like a how can I say it, like a not a scary moment or like I was shy, like, because at the end of the day I don't know how, like at the end of the day I feel you that you thanking us for the whatever X, Y, and Z for all the hard work we did for the program and that shit, bro. Shit, you thanking me, like I want to thank you for being being the head man of the program, taking on the responsibilities and all that, and knowing what this meant, you know what I'm saying, to us. So, but it's like the energy was different, and I can just still see that Coach DeBoer is a real clean cut guy that's real structured. You know what I'm saying? It's just different perspectives, two different guys, but he's real structured and different playing style. Like Coach Saban was focusing on defense more, like I was a defensive guy, but also we had some dogs on offense, and you got DeBoer with the offensive mentality. But when you got to bring somebody in, like Pop said, like not the guys who's in there right now, like the guys who really meant something to the team, who the relationships and just over the years that we bond and all that, like that really means something, like just to keep a part of that there, because like Alabama don't have a NBA, NFL, hockey, you know what I'm saying? Probably got a hockey, I don't even know, but guess what we focusing on? Like we focusing on that ball, that pigskin, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, like there's a bunch of houses over here, you know what I'm saying? Like we focus on that pigskin, that ball, and that's all we gotta do. Even if that's a baseball or pigskin. So it's like, shoot, bro. Like it's something gotta give, because this is all we have. Like we eat, breathe. You know what I'm saying? This ball, and like for real, bro. We not going, like people not coming to Alabama saying you want to go to a Hawk game. Like we can't flex like that. We getting all this money and all this stuff. We can't even tell a girl you want to go to a Hawk game. Shit, we got to really plan to go to a Hawk game, but we want to go sit courtside or something. You know what I'm saying? We can't really ball out like that. Like no, you gotta think about that. Like
unless you got connections like Reuben, I ain't gonna lie, Reuben, I ain't trying to put you on the spot, but I remember the one summer workout one time, man. If I remember correctly, Reuben was strolling into workouts fresh out off a trip or something. Like, wait,
what trip I went to?
I don't know. Somebody said, "Hey, Reuben," like, I don't know, Reuben's gonna make it. I guess you had. Yeah, man. I don't know. He had some connection somewhere down in Florida or something. You might have. I don't know. Maybe over the weekend might have gone down to Miami or something like that.
I probably was on a private jet somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying?
I just remember people like, man, I don't know. Ruben's going to make it. Like, what do you mean? I like, man, I don't know, man. Ruben came strolling in, bro. It's the random 110s, too.
Ran, bro. I had to, bro, because I thought I was gonna be late, boy. I thought I was gonna be late, boy. I had to.
Boy.
Bro, that's crazy how life.
Yeah, I'm telling you. No, I remember that because I remember everybody was just like, bro, I don't know. Then you get there, then we're running them. It's like, dang, bro, them boys really went out there and did their thing. Now it wasn't easy, but
yeah, it wasn't easy, bro. But you gotta when you build your mind to do something, you gotta do it, bro. You gotta do it by any means.
Remind me of LT. He can get, certain players can get away with certain things, but you better be busting grapes on the field.
Yeah, I was about to say that player wanted me because my dumb ass one weekend, because I used to dip. That was my thing. I used to dip Copenhagen all the time. But for some reason, I was like, man, I kind of want to try a cigarette, man. I'm like, dipping's getting boring. So I spent one weekend, I kid you not, you can ask Jamie, bro. I was bored. I was watching the series True Detective, man. And I just kept seeing like Matthew McConaughey just smoking cigarettes the whole time. So I was like, hey, I kind of want to try smoke a cigarette. It was raining. I was bored on a Saturday. I went to the gas station, bought a pack of cigarettes, bro. I smoked like 3 cigarettes that night because I was like, I don't feel nothing. I'm like, this don't feel like dip. Dip.
I'm laughing now. I wouldn't have laughed at your tail, but
no, it's funny. So listen, I smoke one in the car on the way back from the gas station. I ain't feel nothing. I get back I'm parked outside Brian. I'm smoking in my truck. Don't feel nothing. I'm in the dorm in Brian. I roll the window up. I'm smoking a cigarette. Jamie walks in. He's like, yo, you good? I'm like, oh, yeah, but don't worry about it. So I just got bored, bro. I didn't have nothing else to do. I just went and got some cigarettes. I just wanted to try them. Ruben, when I tell you, bro, when Monday came and it was time to run them damn 110s, bro, my chest felt like somebody had a strap on it. When I tell you, I'm talking about the whole time. I just remember praying the whole time I'm running, bro. I'm just like, God, I promise I'll never smoke a cigarette again. God, I don't want no more cigarettes, bro. I threw them things in the trash. As soon as I got back to the dorm, I threw them in the trash. I went back to my Copenhagen. Oh, bro. Ah, man. So that, like my dad said, certain people built for that stuff. That was not me. I can get away with chewing some Copenhagen, but nah. Yeah.
You see my ass all at halftime. going crazy. I'm talking about.
Bro, how did you do that though? I mean, so you didn't feel no effect or nothing. Like, did you ever feel like a little out of breath, a little winded at all, or no?
Of course I did. Like, bro, but that's football, right? I've seen everybody else out of breath is more than me. I'm like, wow. I'm like, okay, cool. But it's like, but I was just going through so much, bro, that I didn't give no fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's real. Like, bro, I didn't care. Like, bro, I wanted to hurt myself like that. Not like hurt myself like that, but like, I didn't care.
You need an escape. You were trying to get something to just keep. Yeah, I understand.
I didn't care. Like, I had like no care in the world, bro. Like, and every time I hit it, and I'm like, yeah, let it be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, it's bad for me. Let it be. Like, it was just a mental thing, bro. And it was, hey, I did it and I rocked out. Shit, and shit, it is what it is. But
I mean, no one had a clue. I mean, nobody had a clue you ripping Marlboros or whatever they were. I mean, you couldn't tell by the way. Yeah, there you go, Newport. So nobody had any idea where you played. So I mean, that's
every
a good
game though.
Yeah. I was about to say. I felt like one time you forgot him or something. You had Cock go grab him or something.
Yes, bro. That's crazy, bro. Like, I was tweaking, bro. Cause I was like, bruh, like, where my fucking cigarettes at, bro? Like I need them, bro. Like, I ain't with a game.
I need my cigarettes.
I ain't with a game without them, bro.
Yeah, that's boy. It's different back there. Different back there.
Well, that was you and
Yeah,
that was you and your boy
Ruben was.
Tim. Well, I was tripping. I was coming to see man. I'm like, what he do that? I walked outside the door. Well, I'm like, these Negroes up out here smoking black and miles. Bro, what no shade? It's like, bro, right outside the dorm lighting up blacks. I mean, I go outside and smoke my cigar, my $12, $15 smoke stick,
Yeah.
I see Reuben, Tim Williams, and I might have been Ryan, I don't know, but I was like, these jokers, I go out there and light up with them. I'm like, I guess it's always all right to smoke.
But we were vibing too in front of camera. I'm talking about in front
Yeah,
of the
right
camera.
there, bro. Before all this stuff, we were vibing, boy.
Man, what?
Oh man.
Man, I'm in time, bro. But it's just like, that's how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm with my big bro. You know what I'm saying? And we kick vibing. Like,
boy,
rolling up in weed.
You got to worry about me saying that.
Nah, for real, rolling up in weed and all that stuff, bro, and like smoking the cigarettes, and it was just like one day that I was just with him. I hit that old, bro. I was like, but we used to like me and my best friend Dakota. We used to just sneak in.
Well, hold on now, Ruben. We still live on YouTube, just so you know. As long as you good with I don't think you care. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Yeah, it's a picture. I guess he's smoking a whole poke.
No. I was about to say you good. I just want to give you a heads up. I didn't know if you knew because I know we ended the radio. I was like, let me make sure he knows that we still hanging out on our YouTube stream.
All I can tell you, bro, when I was at the Giants roof, we come back from the game, bro. Phil Center, we used to sit at the back of the plane. Everybody had their assigned seats. Well, I was the one young buck that could sit at the back because I'd be busting grapes. You know what I'm saying? I was old school. So LT done let me sit in the back. Man, them jokers, the flight attendants will have his pack of cigarettes ready for Phil them in the back. So they could, I'm talking about doing flight, bro. There was some crazy stuff.
Wait, y'all smoked on the plane?
I did.
No, but I'm saying your teammates did.
Yeah, some of them. Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yeah, back in the 90s, you couldn't do that now, obviously, but yeah, they light up, boy. Yeah. I used to feel like that cigarette up with that left hand. I used to laugh my head. Now, you can smoke now, but if you're in the game talking about you out of breath and all this game, then I'm going to have a problem with you.
No, I mean, understandably. I think Ruben's about to reconnect here in a second, but no, that's crazy. No, I mean, it's a different time, though. Just like when Darryl Strawberry spoke to the team, man. Stuff he was telling us. Darryl Strawberry has some stories, man.
Oh, he's a great preacher. I love I filled in for him last November down in Florida. And he got a lot of, the dude, man, I ain't did nothing on the level them dudes were doing. Now, I drank a little Crown. That was about it. I never did drugs. But
no, but the stories he told us was, it was crazy. He spoke to the team. I can't remember what year it was. Hold on. I think Jake had a question for Ruben. He said, Ruben, what were you thinking after you made Deshaun Watson helicopter in the air?
Bruh, that was the most insane hit that I ever put on somebody, bro. And what I was thinking was, like, man, did I really do that shit? like I was hyped up and I was really rooting, but when I looked up to the Scantron, I see the replay or whatever, I was like, bro, did I really just do that? Like,
that jump was wild. I mean, he did a whole like. It was wait, I don't even know, was he trying to hurdle or something? Like, because I know you hit him up top.
He tried to do a skip. And then he jumped and tried to dodge Minka. And as soon as he jumped, I caught him right up under
his chin. Yep.
And it was crazy because he was just doing us. Man, it was crazy. Bro, that was insane.
That that hit on Fournette on kickoff. Them two, between the two of them, that's kind of close. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was another one that was.
Yeah, that was very surprising. But learning how big he is.
Yeah, no facts. Where you on a golf court?
I bet he got a good massage after that, Rube.
Okay, all right.
Because he didn't come back into the game, did he?
No, I think he ended up. Yeah, no, he did. Because remember, he shoot, they
He came back and he won the game.
Yeah, they had that throw to Hunter Renfrow, but you got to give him props, bro. He took all type of hits that game, but he kept swinging.
Yeah, bro. The whole team was like on a mission, bro. The whole team was on a mission because like we seen how Homer was just doing everybody, bro. Like Homer was doing a lot of people bad. Like Homer was doing people the worst way.
Yeah.
Like, and like it's just the fact that like, bro, it wasn't just me. Yeah, I got probably the cleanest shot on him on kickoff, whatever. But it's just like the whole team was on that. You remember that time they came to our house and then Geno Smith?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Are you talking about LSU? Yeah, it's 2015 when we played LSU.
Bro, that's crazy. And then 2016, bro. Both of those years was just in the same. Like Bama guys had a statement, bro. Like it was crazy. Like you can't those games. You can't speak on one without the other. Yeah, you can speak on those type of moments and all that stuff, but it was just like leading up to that. It's just like, bro, you gotta keep your head on the swivel.
Yeah.
Well, you got some real hyenas out there, like real piranhas, boy. Some sharks.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy because like you look at Marlon Humphrey with the personality that he got. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't even think that boy really gonna smack shit down like that. Like,
no, you're right.
Like
Marlon's wild, goofy,
that boy
but
put on the shoes just like us, and he gonna smack some shit down.
Yeah, no, you're right about that.
Yeah, he got a personality. Like you don't think he gonna harm nothing or whatever. But guess what? When he put on that uniform, that boy is different.
Yeah, he flips that switch. He be acting all silly on the internet and doing all that. But yeah, don't get it twisted. Marlon he dropped that hat.
Exactly. Anthony and Everett, so quiet.
Oh yeah, smooth,
quiet.
Yep.
That boy, take your damn knees out, boy.
Hey, he's coaching now. I saw he's doing some coaching over at Syracuse, I think.
For real?
Yeah, or wherever where Coach Fran Brown. What is that? Syracuse, I think. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. I see that.
Yeah, I see him doing some stuff like that, but
I see that.
Yeah, he's doing good, I think, though. But no, you're right, man. No, you definitely we had a number of dudes like that. You ain't even know the people you wouldn't expect it, but they'll bring it.
Man, Dalvin Thomas, man,
he was underrated for sure.
The well slept on guy.
Yep.
Yeah. But his head wasn't underrated because that joke had a big old head, boy. I ain't never seen anybody head that big.
Bro, I think are we connected to that golf cart, bro? Why this dude he sounds like he's coming out of I don't know.
Oh yeah, it is. Let me take it off.
No, you're good.
That one was like a little. He was a black belt one.
He had some background. I think he was like a state championship wrestler, and he had some type of some background like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I told him he put his hands on me. Shit. Put your hands on me, down. Shit. I'm see about you, boy.
Dalvin probably he was so nice, but I feel like if someone ever tried Dalvin, they probably wouldn't end well, man.
It wouldn't end well with him. Like with Dalvin, no.
No, I mean you would probably give him a run for his money, but I think anybody. I'm saying you might give him a run for his money, but I don't know. You might give him a run for his money.
I'm not trying to get a broken femur or whatever. Like all that.
Man, you crazy, bro. Dalvin get his hands on you, it's over.
Man, it's over with.
I'm saying. Listen, I done seen Reuben get down, bro. I'm just saying.
Man, I probably win if I had a knife in my pocket. Other than that, he get his hands on me. Man, boy, I don't see me making it. I'm telling you.
Nah, Rube, you wouldn't make it, bro. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? You can stick and move, you can do all that sticking and move, but If he ever catch you, you done.
Yeah, man. Man gonna break some. He gonna make me tap. He gonna make me look like a. You know what I'm saying?
And it's like fight that big wrestler. What's his name? Obi.
Obafemi. Yeah. He man, I need to ask if he'll jump on the show and talk. Man, he's a former Alabama track star from here. We got a super chat real quick as we close out from our guy Leonardo da Vinci. Says, "Good show, fellas. Man, appreciate that support and appreciate the love, man.
Appreciate that, brother.
Absolutely, man. Seriously, Reuben. Hey, seriously, anytime, man. Anytime you want to jump on here, man, we can keep kind of speaking that into existence. But if you're back this way, let me know, man. We'll definitely have to catch up. Even like this summer, man. Might not be a bad idea, like you said. Just make your presence felt. Just maybe during this summer, make your way back here a little bit.
Yeah, you stick with me, Rube. I'll get you a job down there.
Oh man, no, you gonna spoil it for all of us. If anything, you gonna make that's what's gonna happen. So let's not.
Man, I love Kalen DeBoer, man. He's a
I know.
dude.
No, we know it's all love.
He knows I like him. It's all love, man. That's everybody else can have fun on the podcast. Why can't we?
Well, you see how it ended up going for our buddy Marvin, man.
Marvin who?
Remember Marvin from the Bama Standard? I don't know if you see
what happened to him.
He had gone at Clinton Dix like a while ago, and dropped.
Who went at Ha?
So, Matt, did you see that video Ha had posted?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Okay.
Oh, you talking about them guys leaving?
So yeah, I guess that's what Marvin was talking about that, but he kind of took it a little. He went a little bit too hard and personal at like on their podcast on the Bama Standard, and responded. I felt kind of bad because I was like, dang man. I mean, went around and was asking people if they know him, and
all that. I saw that. That was crazy. I was like,
man, listen, man, they do got to get over that, man. We bro, all of us in the frat, like the frat that we in, the locker room of football. Not too many dudes can get in that frat. All right, it's very small. So man, they be tripping. It's like these dudes on TV now, the Ryan Clarks and all them. Like, man, bump Stephen A. Smith. He ain't never been in a locker room trying to walk like he got wide leg. He Big Daddy Pimp. Man, bump that dude. I mean, like he ain't even make basketball team down at Winston State, wherever he's from. I'm like, y'all wasting all. He try to come at Cam, man. There's a certain mindset. There's a certain moxie that comes with playing at the level that we play, and I don't care. That's why I don't care what these jokers on chat say, because they don't know. They think they know.
Easy.
They don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about our
Get
chat.
off our chat now. Get off our
Yeah,
chat.
I was about to say,
not our
chat.
Not our chat. I'm saying the uneducated chat. Not our chat.
No.
We got good chat. I'm just saying, but like some of these dudes, Nick Saban even said they down in the basement with their pom-pom trying to tell me about football. Get out my face.
Okay, all right. It's about that time where he ramps it back up. Reuben, man, hey, you got the invitation, open invitation. Anytime you want to jump on here, man, it's open to you, bro.
Reuben, I mean, I know somebody done clipped that me and Reuben both got smoke going. What kind of stuff?
Nah, for real.
I know. I'm missing my cigarette.
Taking it back to 2014, 15, 16.
Take it back, baby.
Take it back. All right, Big Rube.
All right, boss man.
Yes, sir. Reuben, all love, bro. Hey, seriously, man, I appreciate you, brother. I love you, bro. Hey, you need anything, you call me, bro. You got my number.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We'll talk, brother.
All right, bro.
Yes, sir. Good deal. All right, chat. I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed that, man. That was fun. I always enjoy getting our guys on here like that. So if you guys enjoy it, please hit that like button, subscribe, all that stuff. Road to 5K. You guys know the drill. Christian afraid to criticize. Maybe he needs to feel the pressure. No. Listen, I'm not afraid to criticize. You guys know me. I'm honest. But listen, at the end of the day, I mean, I when you do stuff with the broadcast team and you're around there, like last thing I want to do is sit here and like there's ways to do it, right? And that's just my whole deal. Like if I feel I mean, I'm analyzing. So if there's things that I want to be criticized, I'll do that, right? That's part of the gig, but you do it in a respectful way, just like the post-game show. I literally do the Alabama football post-game show, like for the network. I sit on there and I'm honest, right? If we struggled to run the ball, if we weren't physical, I say all those things. But it's about how you do it. It's about the delivery and it's about the words that you use. So that's all I try to do. Because at the end of the day, if I was in that building and I know if I had somebody that was in the media and they're going about it a disrespectful way and they're saying this, that, and the third, you know what I mean? But then they come into the building and they want to, you know, be around the program, the players. Like I would feel a type of way, right? I mean, I think that's natural. So I just take that into consideration. So it's not like I'm not scared to do my job, but I just want to make sure I do it in a respectful way. That way I don't, you know, disrespect anybody. Because I think of it like if I was in their shoes, I wouldn't want people to necessarily say, "Oh, I suck at my job," or "I'm terrible this, that, and the third." If I'm not doing a great job at something, if someone says that in a respectful way, that's constructive criticism. So that's all that is. But no, I appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. Tomorrow, we've got Brandon joining us, Brandon Clear, former Clemson receiver. We got Adam like we do on Thursdays. Friday, I believe we may have Will Conformby on here. Again, he's hosting a community event here in Tuscaloosa. I will keep giving you guys more information on that. So make sure you guys are on the lookout for that. Let me pull it up real quick. I don't have it on my screen, but it's called Revival Night Block Party. Again, it's going to be over in Northport. It's on May 8th, I believe, about a week from Friday, if I'm not mistaken. May 8th at 6 p.m., but there will be free food, games. It's family friendly. So if you guys are in town, man, and want to check it out, it'll be good, man. They'll be giving testimonies, sharing the word of God, all that good stuff, and really just trying to put on an event for the community here in Tuscaloosa. So if you guys are interested, again, it's going to be over in Northport on May 8th. I'll give you guys the address over on 3500 West Circle in Northport on May 8th at 6. So we might have Wilkin on the show to talk about that a little bit on Friday. I'll keep you guys posted on that as well. But that said, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you guys have a great rest of y'all's day. I'll keep you posted on anything else that comes up, and look forward to doing it again tomorrow right here on the Miller's Edge. We'll see you guys then.